Hey everyone, it's Editing Booth Roy here, just to give you a quick content warning. These chapters are a lot. They're pretty damn gory, so if you aren't into that, and just proceed with caution. We don't go super into detail, but if you're reading along, it's something else. In addition to the gore, we also do briefly discuss the topics of abortion and rape as interpretations of the text. The abortion comes up pretty early into the reading, right about 39 minutes in, and lasts just about 30 seconds if you want to skip it. Finally, the rape discussion is pretty close to the end of the reading. It starts just before an hour and 50 minutes in and lasts for just under a minute and a half. So yeah, just some warnings. Whether you choose to skip through that stuff or not, I hope you enjoy the episode. We had a blast recording it. Semper Bunny. Bye. Cultivators, welcome to Podcasting is Forbidden in the Cloud Recesses, the only lesbian-hosted podcast about Mage Master of Huangdong-ku. I'm Sicko Mode Roy.
And I'm a War Wushon.
I'm gonna have to keep that belch in.
Sorry, I drink a lot of ginger ale.
I'm also gonna have to keep my huge, honking, fucking almost Rona cough in here. I don't know what this is. I hope it's not the Rona. Anyway, we have a guest as well.
The one, the only.
The one, the only.
Hi, I'm Max, and they're calling me Wei Wuxian's white minion.
Hey! Wei Wuxian, get minion.
Give that ghost baby a little pair of overalls and some goggles, and we're in business, baby.
Let him have them.
Banana, I yell as I bite into a man's arm.
With my 2 rows of sharpened teeth.
You thought that when minions turned evil, they turned purple. Actually, they turn white and turn into baby.
Drained of all blood.
It's Super Saiyan levels. They go purple, then they go white.
It's their power levels. That's how you know.
Now, if Jean Guangshan had a little baby minion, it would still be yellow.
It's just the theming. He spray paints him.
I mean, they go evil.
Exactly.
Yeah, they go evil and they lose their pigment. But Jean Guangshan's like, I'm sorry, I love gold.
Gold.
I love gold.
It's like a Golden Frieza situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
A solid gold Frieza.
A whole different technique.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The drip of it all.
The drip of it. We have a lot to talk about this week.
Yes.
I'm thinking it's a content week.
It's a bit of a content week.
Woo, buddy.
Buddy, we got... So, today is January 24th when we were recording this. Mm-hmm. Yesterday was the birthday of the only man on Earth, Lan Wangji.
Happy birthday to the man.
Happy birthday, King.
Happy birthday.
And, as a little birthday treat, the 10-cent Weibo said, "We will give you a treat. We will post the first trailer for Dongho Season 3.
Oh, absolutely. Chef's kiss shit. Beautiful.
59 seconds. I went frame by frame. I saw a little fingy glove. I know what the fuck is up.
It's just a little fingy one.
There's a little girl that I recognize.
A sweet baby.
A widow go.
A sweet, slightly translucent baby.
So you know what that's about.
Absolutely.
I'm so fucking hyped.
It's fucking on, dude.
It's fucking on.
It's the last season, isn't it?
So that's the thing. Many are saying that it's the final season. Some are saying we don't know for sure. Apparently, at least 12 episodes have been confirmed. But we don't know if that's the final count, I guess.
Right.
12 episodes, maybe more.
12 episodes, yeah. It's
last season was 10.
Last season was 8.
Last season was 8. First season was 10, right?
First season was 15.
15?
Yeah.
God, I hope we get 15 episodes again.
I hope we get a lot of episodes. I hope we get 3 seasons, 7 Vahanyas, 12 episodes, maybe more.
Okay, but I feel like since they've kind of already gone through most of, like, the Sunshot campaign and, like, the bulk of the flashback chapters in the novel, if this were the last season and they had 15 episodes and they were able to condense the Yi City arc into a manageable sort of chunk, maybe make it, like, half the season, and then the latter half of the season would be
the whole rest of it. There's a lot, though. See,
there is a lot.
So
God, I'm thinking about it. Jesus, there's a lot.
Here's what I'm thinking with my genius brain. Here's my
having some genius.
My brain theories. I have always said this, and I keep saying this. I will always say this. I think that they can do the entire Yi City arc inside of 3 episodes.
I agree.
And I feel like we got the Yi City trailer this time because people are horny for Shui Yong. They want to see him. They want their little catboy murder man.
Yeah, of course.
Can't say I agree.
I can't agree, but I can't really fault them for it.
Yeah.
I understand the appeal.
It's the voice of the people, unfortunately.
It is. It's the silent majority.
And the penguin will give the people what they want.
No, it's not the silent majority. They are the very loud minority, as is the silent majority in real life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they can do that inside of 3 episodes. And then, as much as I love NMJ Empathy arc, I think that can also be done inside of an episode.
Yes.
So that would leave, if let's say that those 2 things together take up 4 episodes. That leaves at least 8 episodes for them to do the rest of it. It leaves us time to see Blood Corpse.
Yeah.
It leaves us time to see everybody go to Little Uncle Playroom. Big room.
His funny little cave of trash.
Yeah, everybody causing a scene outside of Little Uncle's mystery
It's
closet.
inside the man cave.
Yeah.
They go to his blank.
They go to his blank. They see his blank.
Is now a blank. And then a bunch of very good juicy shit happens.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's like, because after reading these 2 chapters, I realized that I'm torn between these 2 chapters being my favorite chapters in the book and the last part. The last part in the book being my favorite part of the book. Well, the last-ish part. The most important part, you know? Because I guess both of them are almost culminations.
Yeah.
They're the twin climaxes of the story.
Yeah.
It's good to have 2.
I don't know what the word in Chinese for climax is, but it's shuangdang.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that. But yeah, I mean, there is a lot to get through, even all that shit aside. I'm just like, I just want more trailers now, because I know, like, this is what they do. Every time they put out trailers, it's like, here's a trailer full of this thing, here's a trailer full of this thing. So I wonder what the next one's gonna be, what the next flavor of trailer is going to be.
I know! It's very exciting.
We also don't have a release date, so I'm fully prepared for them to just dump it out of nowhere like they did last time.
TM.
Yeah.
God, when did the last season end?
It ended in September of 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it'll probably be like 6 months.
Yeah, my guess is
you're thinking around summer?
Yeah, my guess is summer, because like
hot summer drop.
Yeah, like about this time of year last year, or not last year, 2 years ago, is when the because last year didn't happen. Is like about when they started dropping trailers for season 2. Yeah. So I think it's about the same. But
I'm ready
for it.
I'm hoping for consistency in that regard, because I'm fucking ready for just inject it directly inside of my vein. Please.
Gotta get that even flow.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Pearl Jam. Yeah. Thank you. We also
the dog in your
God.
Edward.
That's a different
song. We also got 2 episodes of QQ.
They're calling it 2-2.
Tutu.
1122. We
Tutu.
certainly did. The first one was
Sick baby.
Oh my god.
Baby
Jin Leon gets Rona.
Yeah.
It was a very timely episode.
He has
very
the
timely
Rona.
episode.
And he needs three Christian adult men to.
They're definitely not Christians.
They're not Christian.
But go off.
It's 3 men and a baby, too.
Christian. Yeah, it's 3 men and a baby. 3 men. I think I said this when we watched this together, but I love that QQ just treats Jin Leong like he's 4 years old.
Just like we do in real life whenever we bring him up. Because God, spiritually, emotionally.
Look at him, right?
Right?
Especially in the QQ, like, come on.
I'm hoping for the sentiment and use of 4-year-old Jin Leong to live on. Personally. Yeah.
God.
So he's sick. Nobody knows how to take care of him except for Lan Wangji, who just does it without saying anything because because he's the only man.
Yeah, so like the two of them fuck their methods up. And then Lan Wangji comes in on the rebound.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Here, take this. It won't actually make you want to die." And Leon's like, "Huh.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for being useful."
Yeah, I love the sticker that shows up when he he mixes the honey with the bitter medicine, and it just like this stamp appears on screen. Really a good dad.
I know.
I'm always saying this.
I'm always saying this.
We are all saying that Lan Wangji is really a good dad.
Really a good dad.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
And then the other one we got just dropped, and that one was called An Encounter, and this one has Uncle Fight.
Uncle Fight. Uncle Fight. I love an Uncle Fight. There's so many. I feel like there's so many Uncle Fights in
Many
Modal.
Uncle Fights.
That's good. That's a great theme.
Yeah.
Uncle Fights.
Well, I mean, we've already talked about uncles being a theme, so Uncle Fights goes without saying.
Yes. So, they're night hunting.
Yeah, we have Zhang Cheng and Jin Leong, and then we have
and Jin Leong.
Wen Yang and Lan Xishui.
Yes.
And they're their little uncle-nephew teams.
And I just love...
I mean, spoiler alert, but...
yeah, we can put like clown honks.
Yeah, I'll put some clown honks over it.
That's alright. That's alright. I forget sometimes, I feel like...
Yeah, it's the burden of knowing.
Yeah.
The
burden of knowing.
And they're basically, so it's very funny and silly.
It's funny and
Zhang
silly.
Chung, he makes the funny joke of, "I'm going to break your legs."
Yeah, which
all
we
the
know
time.
and love.
So we find out that when he's night hunting, his method is, you guessed it, folks. He's gonna go for them. He's gonna go for them leggies, boys. He's gonna go for the stems.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
If it ain't broke, fix that shit and break it yourself. That's it.
He is always saying this.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, that's a problem.
Yeah, but then Mr. Ghost General, Uncle Ghost General, says...
Headshot, baby.
Headshot! He says, I know this. I happen to be zombie, and what would hurt the most is if somebody hit me in the head.
Bought me on the dome.
Yep.
And Zhang Chung's like, I call bullshit on that because... no offense to your lived experiences or your identity as a zombie. Sorry, that was...
It's what he says!
Not an identity. He does say that, like, no offense to your identity as a zombie, but I've killed a shitload of zombies and I think I know a little bit better than you what causes them pain. And when Young's
Read the room,
okay,
buddy.
Read the fucking room!
Really? Go off! But, like, come on.
Jesus. He says, I can ignore your lived experience because you actually are not alive to live them, so...
It's an unlived experience.
You're unlived. Yeah. God.
But
anyway, the child-free Wei Wuxian comes in and says, actually, I know how to teach these little boys better than either of you. Move.
And he does cursed-ass demonic cultivation.
Yeah, he comes in, he honks on his flute, and he makes the critter that they're fighting have a migraine. He makes it experience botherations, and then roll away like a pill bug. and then Wangji just there.
He's just hanging.
He's just there. He gives a little smirk. Because he's proud of him weighing.
Wow, look how far he's come. Especially comparing this episode of Q to the chapters we just read.
Oh my god, right?
Duality of man.
Like, wow. No, I mean, duality of simp, more like, he's more simp than man. By post-canon, I think.
More simp than man.
Simping ain't easy, baby.
Simping ain't easy.
Symphony of the Night.
Symphony.
God! Absolutely.
But speaking of those chapters, it's...
Oh boy.
It's the entire evil arc. It's chapters 61 and 62.
Yeah, it's time to hit it.
Just a little baby arc, but a fucking banger.
Mm-hmm. God, it whips.
It's dense.
It fucking rules.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna go into our little summary here.
Please do.
And then we can read this thing.
Hell yeah.
So, it has been 3 months since the end of the last chapter, which, as we remember, ended with Wei Wuxian going, and falling down into the burial mounds.
Yes.
Wang Lingzhou wakes up from a nightmare where Wei Wuxian is scary ghost, and Wen Xiao says, he's mega dead, shut the fuck up and go back to sleep. We learn that he's kind of extra grumpy because just today, Wen Shu, his brother, has been fatally owned by Nie Mingjue, and the Wens are kind of generally getting owned. Like, Zhangcheng is rebuilding the Zhang sect and whatever. It's also getting the point where, like, the point in time where Wen Xiao tends to dump his side pieces. So Wang Lingzhou is like, time to leave. So she starts getting her objects together, but when she opens the chest that she keeps them in, there's just a dead zombie baby in there. And she gets scared and screams, as you would, and that pisses Wen Xiao off in the other room. He tells her to shut up. He goes to, like, go into the room, but when he gets in there, all he sees is her all kinds of fucked up with ghost bonitis. So he's scared now, and he tries to get Wen Zhilu, but then Wang Lingzhou eats a chair leg, and Wen Xiao sees a scary silhouette. Meanwhile, Zhangcheng and Lan Wangji are, like, begrudgingly working together to do Sunshot campaign stuff, and also to try to find Wei Wuxian, who's been missing since the shit that happened last chapter. They've gotten their swords back, which is cool. They go to a Wen supervision office to do, like, guerrilla shit, but, Wen Xiao and, like, surprise him. But when they get there, everybody is dead already. There's corpses everywhere. They find a lady corpse with a chair leg in her mouth, and Zhangcheng gets mad at her in particular and shoves the chair leg the rest of the way in. I wonder why he's doing that. And there's these weird talismans all over the place that basically act like bad vibe magnets. And Zhangcheng's like, fuck yeah, dude, I don't care who did this as long as they're helping us out, and Wangi make unsure face. They find out there's a trail of Wen corpses from here to God knows where, and so they Toucan Sam their way to, like, basically a post office, where Wen Zhilu is, like, sneaking around, and Zhangcheng and Lan Wangji, like, hop up onto the roof and peek inside, and they see Wen Zhilu talking to someone just burrito mode in a big blankie, and it's Wen Xiao, and he is very, very scared of somebody. Wen Zhilu goes to give Wen Xiao some ointment because, surprise, Wen Xiao ain't got no skin. And he gets very scared again when he hears the wind sounding like a flute. And he's just been fucked up in many ways. Then everybody hears some footsteps, and Lan Wangji and Zhangcheng get their swords ready when they see this person wearing all black come in, but Lan Wangji recognizes him, and then it's chapter 62. And Wei Wuxian is back, baby! And this time
he's the Joker, baby!
And this time he's Joker!
He is
Ow!
Joker. He is Joker.
He is Joker. He has become Joker.
Jonker.
Jonker! He comes in and he, like, taunts Wen Xiao for a bit. He's got a little zombie toddler with him. He's got his minion. Wen Zhilu gets ready to attack Wei Wuxian, but then Wei Wuxian makes a lady zombie appear and start just shredding Wen Xiao. And the zombie baby eats Wen Zhilu's hand. And then he has the zombie lady attack Wen Zhilu's other arm. Lan Wangji and Zhangcheng say, alright, enough of this, and they drop down, and Wei Wuxian has his zombies, like, stand down. Zhangcheng tosses Wei Wuxian Suibian, and Wei Wuxian is, like, kind of weirdly quiet about it. He's just like, oh, thanks, cool, sword. And then all of a sudden the two of them are just best bro teen brothers again. They do, like, a comedy reunion, and then Wei Wuxian has the zombie lady come over and be sexy on him, and Lan Wangji is very normal about it. Zhangcheng asks him where he's been, and he's like, you would never believe what happened to me. And Zhangcheng's like, but fucking no, I won't. Chest bump, though. So then like, Wei Wuxian realizes, oh, hey, Lan Wangji's here. And, Lan Wangji and Zhang Sheng start asking him about, like, killing all the Wen guys, and he's like, yeah, dude, fuck those guys, I wanted to make them suffer. Lan Wangji says, yeah, like, how, though? Like, how are you controlling the zombies, dare I ask? Wei Wuxian tries to do comedy about it, as he does, but Lan Wangji just isn't having any of it. He's very upset. And Wei Wuxian is like, what's your deal, dude? Why are you trying to, like, what are you trying to do? And Lan Wangji says the words of go back to Gusu with me. And Wei Wuxian assumes that this means he's trying to arrest him for necromancy crimes. Zhang Sheng assumes the same thing and scolds Lan Wangji for it, and then Lan Wangji says the most dialogue he's said in this entire novel, and talks about how Wei Wuxian is basically going to suffer in every way possible for doing this, and Wei Wuxian asserts that he's epic and nobody should care because they never have and he lives in a society, and that makes Lan Wangji even more upset. Zhang Sheng's like, yeah, dude, calm down, we have a war to win. He's my boy anyway, so I'll deal with whatever. And Lan Wangji gets very quiet again. Then they all remember that there are two dudes dying 3 feet away from them.
You know, little shit.
And Wei Wuxian and Zhang Sheng are like, let's epic finish this off. And Lan Wangji just, like, focuses on Wei Wuxian absolutely loving doing this evil torture as he kills these guys. And then Lan Wangji turns around and leaves the building and just dissociates until sunrise, and that's the end of the chapter. And the arc.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go!
Absolutely.
These are 2 chapters made up of several Cannibal Corpse album covers put together.
Yeah, you know, it's from the darkest, dankest recesses of Wei Wuxian's mind. And these chapters specifically are why I believe in my heart that a modern AU Wei Wuxian would listen to exclusively, like, nasty-ass death metal. Like
Absolutely.
Cannibal Corpse and shit.
Oh, yeah.
This man has Slayer carved into his arm.
He has it inside of him. He has that devil spirit inside of his body.
He carved Slayer onto his liver.
Yes. Oh my God.
If you take an x-ray of him, his intestines spell out the Slayer logo.
His horrible digestive problem.
Nasty man.
Nasty little man. I have little Tom Moreas running around in me and I'm having a bad time with it. What can we do about this?
Oh my God.
Oh, but let's read this thing. Let's go to chapter 61. And this is a good line that it starts with.
Oh yeah.
Evil.
Because it starts with Ray's favorite thing to say.
It's literally just
It's Surskit voice.
oh my God.
Yeah.
And
it's just peanut butter baby.
Eh.
Oh my God.
But it's Wang Lingzhao having a nightmare or waking up from a nightmare.
Yeah.
Do
you guys? My throat is like kind of doing some shit. I'm having a time with my throat and lungs.
Okay.
As I mentioned before. So and I just went through that whole thing. So Ray, would you like to do your good Wang Lingzhao voice? And Max, would you like to be Wen Xiao?
I would love to.
Fuck yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
Roy's tapping out.
Yeah, I'm tapping out for the time being.
Yeah. We were doing. I don't know whether you have been keeping up with the pod, but the voice that she's been doing is that like
that Valley Girl voice, right?
I've been doing the Valley Girl voice, yes, and then the voice that Roy has been doing has been like the Chad voice.
The Chad, yeah.
He's
love that.
Yes,
yeah.
She does it much better than
his name is Wen Chet.
Wen Chet, yeah.
His name's Wen Chet.
What did you do to warm up the like? You're
stewed butt wash.
You're stewed butt wash.
Butt wash.
But honestly, have a little bit of creative freedom with it.
Yeah.
You know, whatever you think Wen Chao sounds like in your heart is valid.
I'll let the spirit move through me.
It should come out of your mouth, yes.
The sentiment and use of Wen Xiao.
PogChao.
PogChao.
Truly did not really get a play of the game in these couple chapters. I'm gonna say that much.
He's doing a lot of things in these chapters, but pogging is not one of them.
He's not.
No,
not
it's the bottom of his
very
to-do list right now.
I could not possibly pog at this juncture.
Couldn't pog too much on my plate. So, Wang Lingzhao, she was having a nightmare. She wakes up from the nightmare with an
she don't wake daddies up in the bed.
God. And Wen Chao is reading a letter by the bedside.
Reading a letter, slams the surface. What are you howling at again in the middle of the night?
That's really good. And Wan Ling Chao's like, he dreamed of Wei again? He dreamed of him again!
we get the footnote here about
the
this
bolded.
Yeah, this in full is the person whose surname is Wei. This is considered very impolite in China, though not necessarily when used between good friends in a joking way. So, like oh yeah, fork it over, Wei.
Wei.
Oh my god.
Well, the best part about that you fail to mention is that the translator's notes it says in a joking way, and then parentheses in a joking WEI, which is just love that flavor.
The fucking taste and flavor.
I don't have that.
Oh god.
I love
I
joking
love that.
way. That's very good.
In a joking way.
In a joking way.
We like it.
Yeah. Wen Chao replies, "It's been 3 months since I threw him into burial mound. Why are you still having dreams of him? Just how many times has it been?"
I don't know why either. These days I've been dreaming of him a lot.
He's very mad at this letter, and he's having a bad time.
He's in a very bad mood.
Yeah, I wonder what the letter could possibly say.
Probably nothing bad about his brother or his family's war that they're doing about fascism.
No. The letter says his brother's head is fine.
His head is fine. His
Perfect.
body
So yes, head.
His body is not made into ground beef. He's fine.
Everything is normal right now. So
It's so normal.
why are you overreacting? I think your feelings, your emotions are getting the best of you right now.
Yeah, in a normal way he replies, "Then don't sleep."
Okay. And so
Normal
Wang
thing?
Ling normal.
If I had nightmares night after night, I would simply not sleep.
I mean, didn't you do a Nightmare on Air about that?
Pretty much.
Hey!
Yeah.
The Chinese sleep experiment.
See, here's the thing. It wasn't Wei Wuxian's torture that turned Wen Chao into what he turned into towards the end of these chapters. It was the Russian Chinese sleep experiment.
It was the drugs, yeah.
And they're both. It's all communists.
It's all communists,
True.
baby. Communists all the way
We're
down.
cracking the code.
Yeah.
And so
She's foaming at the mouth, and that represents her madness.
Yeah.
And so she throws herself on Wen Chao's desk. She's like, "Young Master Wen, the more I think about it, the more scared I am. I feel like back then, did we make a big mistake? He was thrown in a burial mound, but is it possible that he didn't die? Is it possible that he..."
The entire time, Wen Chao was just vain kid.
He's
listening
vain
to
kid.
this. His
doing
temple pulsated.
the anime plus sign on the head.
Yeah.
Exactly. He goes, "How could it be possible? Before this, how many cultivators have our sect sent to clean burial mound up? Did any one of them come back alive? Now that he's been thrown inside, his corpse is probably already rotted away."
It's scary even if he's dead. If he really did what he said and became a ferocious ghost and comes back to haunt us. And then they flash back to
They have spooky memory.
they flash back to specifically what Wei Ying's face was like as he fell. What his expression
Troll face.
was like.
troll face.
It was troll face. It was
He was making benevolent troll face though, because he's doing all of this for good.
yes.
Yeah, he loved
was
it,
like-
actually.
I like to think that he did his and then he looked up at them and
Oh.
smirked all the way down. He was like, "I'll be back, baby."
He smiles Shirenely.
He's falling backwards and he's doing the thing where he points at his eyes and then points at theirs.
Yes. Yeah. I did it my way, plays in the background.
God.
But get it? My
my way.
We're gonna fucking do it this episode with those things.
The way count.
The way count.
Count. CinemaSins ding.
Ding.
Oh God. Okay. And Wenchao, like, it's so weird. It's interesting to see the change in behavior towards Wang Lingjiao from Wenchao in these chapters, or this chapter, really, versus the chapters that we've seen him, like, fawning over her in the past.
It's the 6 month time limit.
Exactly. It's that expiration date on her titties.
He marked it on his calendar and is like, well, time to be rude, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he replies to her, it's impossible even if he's dead. The people who died in Burial Mound, all of their souls would be shackled there. Don't scare yourself. Can't you see that I'm annoyed?
Can't you see that
And
I'm annoyed?
he's crumpling his normal letter.
Yeah,
he doesn't
that was
like to read
regular.
it. He chucks it away, throws it in the trash can, dunks it in there, and he mutters, I guess, angry at himself, what sunshot campaign? Some sunshot it is. Want to shoot down the sun? Dream on. More like sun shit campaign.
I think he must have crumpled that letter up because it was just too normal. It was a little too boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Nothing
wasn't exciting enough for
controversial
him.
in there. It really wasn't exciting enough. It was a waste of his time, clearly.
He's mad because he crumpled it up and he went to throw it into the garbage bin, but it bounced off the rim a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But he just assumed it would enter and he went Kobe under his breath and he embarrassed himself.
Absolutely. So Wang Lingjiao, obviously, she can tell the kind of mood that Wenchao is in, and she makes a very conscious effort to do everything she can to be conciliatory.
She makes a very considerate cup of tea.
Yes, she does. And she goes, young Master Wen, those few sects could only keep on doing what they want for a couple more days. Sect leader Wen would definitely...
Shut up. What do you know? Get lost. Stop annoying me.
And it says Wang Lingjiao felt wronged, but she felt hatred as well. I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, she has every reason to.
Not the nicest thing to say to your girlfriend, I think.
This guy's being a fucking
Piece of
corn
shit.
cob piece of shit.
Being a real fuckboy.
He's being a real
Absolutely.
fuckboy. So now we find out what's in the normal, regular letter. And it's, of course, nothing but normal news. The eldest son of sect leader Wenchao's older brother Wenshu, had been beheaded by one of the dissidents' leading sect leaders and was displayed at the tip of a sword as a sign of power in front of the battle array. So just, nothing out of the ordinary.
And
So no head?
And Wang Lingjiao, she can't read very well, but she read enough to get the gist of it, and she's like, oh, god damn it!
She goes, ugh. Uh-oh.
And so it briefly goes into, I guess, a little recap of what we missed in the last 3 months, which is the Zhang, Nie, Lan, and Jean sect forming an alliance, doing a little sunshot campaign, a little anti-fascist direct action.
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah, they said legalism. We don't like this. It's actually going pretty well for them, contrary to what sect leader Wen was thinking. Because
Despite the negative press.
God damn it!
Christ.
Despite the constant negative press, son Fifi. I need to save this for like 6 weeks from now when Brooks is on.
It was a calculated typo.
It was a calculated typo.
All according to Keikaku.
Yeah.
What will QQ do next?
Oh my god.
I can't call this episode QQ Anon. I already called the Max episode of Nightmare and Era Grew Anon.
But hey, it would be nice, kind of consistent theme.
It would be kind of consistent.
QQ not.
God,
I mean, you do have PogChao.
I do have PogChao.
PogChao's really good.
I do have PogChao.
That's the new emote. It's one child doing that.
Doing Pog, yeah.
He's like equally as shitty as the original Pog guy, so it's fine.
He's the Gutex of ancient China.
Yeah.
Ancient Chinese vampire types Gutex.
Yeah, awesome. We fucking love to see it.
God.
Oof.
Especially in the context of what happens to him later on in this chapter, I love to see it.
Direct action.
But yeah, we get, like, some more shit about how all of the reasons why the Sunshot campaign is, like, being underestimated. And when Rohan slaps his hands down onto the table and says that this is unpromising and overconfident and hits publish tweet. But now, 3 months later, you might want to check, this news has been disputed.
Here's the problem.
Here's the problem.
They're fucking out there doing it.
Yep.
They've decided to stop with the diplomacy.
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 Diplomacy?
Diplomacy.
I kind of don't roast me for this, but I did forget that it was pronounced diplomacy.
Words are fake. It's fine.
We can cut that out and pretend that it was a funny joke by me.
In the name of diplomacy, I will do this.
In the name of diplomacy.
Ellen Diplomacy.
Ellen Diplomacy be like...
Ellen Diplomacy. Nephros Diplomacy.
Nephros Diplomacy.
So, yeah, tides are turning.
Yeah. Sunshine campaign is going actually pretty well.
The tables are turning. Turning's our table.
They do have Antifa super soldiers.
Yeah.
What is a cultivator on the side of the Sunshot campaign but an Antifa super soldier?
You're fucking
It's a historical analog.
I'm just saying.
They came in with 3 or 4 buses full of them to the fucking nightless city. And they're about to wreck some shit.
Yep.
So Wang Lijiao is, she read this, she's going over all of this, she's thinking about this, and she's like, you know what, I'm looking at the expiration date on the top of my titty here, and I'm seeing that, I'm about to go out, so I think I'm gonna make
Time to leave.
Gonna make some soup with myself, and, use everything I got in my fridge.
Yep.
I'm going to get the fuck out of here. So she decides she's going to check on her little treasures, her little treats. She has a little chest of treasures underneath her bed.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Absolutely. But she's
Her stash of weed under the bed.
Exactly. And so she's muttering to herself as she gets out her little key. She's like, what a scum of a man. You greasy thing will die sooner or later. Now that I won't have to serve you anymore, I'm the one who should be happy.
I love the repeated emphasis on Wenxiao's greasiness.
I know, it's fucking incredible. The fact that she calls him greasy too is fantastic.
He's a wet man.
He's moist. He's like swarthy, but in the worst way possible.
Yeah, he's slick, not in the good way.
Slick, absolutely.
He's literally a large, wet adult son.
Fresh out the pod.
When Rohan's large adult son.
Yeah.
He's like, it's like, he has the texture of, in the Venture Brothers, the Hanky Doon clones, when they're fresh out the thing.
Yeah.
And they're all smooth. Milk thick.
Jesus Christ.
That haunts me. To this day, that haunts me. Jesus. Now all I can think about is those horrible smooth pink clones.
Well, she opens up her treat box and
she opens up the box and there's a baby inside.
A little baby.
A little white ghouly baby inside.
Now, there are theories. There are theories that this is like has something to do with her, like, possibly at some point having had like an abortion or something.
Yeah.
Which could be.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they've always happened.
They have always happened, yeah.
And I'm sure that there's definitely some kind of meaning behind it, considering MXTX likes to do a symbolism.
Yeah. We do like symbolism and themes.
It's cinematography.
It's cinematography.
It is cinematography. So there's this little baby, and she kicks the chest away, and she's like, she has no idea how this thing could have gotten in there, right? She's like, how is it still alive? Because I guess she thinks it's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And so she kicks the thing over, and then after a little bit, she like crawls over, and she kind of doesn't. She really wants to look under it, but she kind of doesn't because it's a ghost.
It's the gross ghosts.
It's a gross little baby ghost.
And so,
Oh, nasty boy. little gross little boy.
and so the thing about Wang Lingjiao is that her cultivation fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got nothing going on as far as core goes, baby.
Her power level's like a 5 at best.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
On a good day.
Absolutely. She has no chakras opened. Nothing. So she decides that she's going to go outside of her room and grab up a little talisman. They're set up all over the place because this is a supervision office. And so they got to protect against all the spooky ghosts.
Spooky ghosts.
Got to,
Naturally.
you know. And she slaps it onto herself. And she's like, all right, cool. This is going to protect me. I'm chilling now. I'm just vibing. Absolutely vibing.
I'm feeling
Cultivators hate her. This one nasty trick.
Makes you vibe so hard you lose your life. That's kind of, I mean, that talisman was kind of the key, if you think about it.
when you think about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So now that she has this protection, she goes over and she flips the little treasure box over. And her treasures are still in there. There's nothing on. Nothing wrong with it. And then she sees these two little white eyes from under her bed.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Stop looking at me
It's
with
Babby.
those big eyes.
And-
It's baby.
So she goes, ah! Again. And One Chow has had enough.
He's in the other room and he's mad.
Yeah, he's still thinking about So No Head letter.
Yeah.
So no head.
You do not...
We forgive you in advance for calling a woman a bitch.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Max.
And he pass. And he says, you bitch, you're too neurotic. Can't you fucking let me be a little less annoyed? Damn, bro, calm down.
He's really not having with it.
Every
today.
day I log into twitter.com and ask all of my followers and people, anybody who might stumble onto my account, can't you fucking let me be a little less annoyed?
Yeah, it's up to you, dear listener.
That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. You know, I mean, he's not being completely unreasonable here. Sorry, God.
Yeah.
Words.
Yeah.
And so he yells at her and she's still freaking out and
His
oh
bone
my God,
dies.
this entire paragraph is like, if not for how there had always been irritating news coming in these past few days and he didn't have time to find new beauties, afraid that he found dishonest, untrustworthy female assassins from those minor sects, but still wanted somebody to warm up his bed, he would have told the woman to fuck off long ago.
Yeah, it's like... Look, putting aside everything else, you know, the Wensec did, like, he deserves it just for this paragraph alone.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Oh my God. And the one sect has only encouraged and engendered this behavior, you know? Oh, God. So happy to see him go. Farewell, bitch. Good riddance. We popping
says-
the biggest bottles tonight.
Oh,
Sorry, go
yeah.
ahead.
Yeah. He says, somebody make her shut up for me.
Nobody answered.
And he's so mad, he kicks over a stool, no one's listening to him, and he's the HBIC, so everyone has to listen to him. And he, even angrilier, where did all of you fuckers go off to?
He calls them fuckers.
And the doors...
fuckies.
Oh, you go.
And so the doors blow open. Not
Yeah,
blow
yeah.
open, but the doors do open.
He opens
Yeah,
the
yeah.
doors and he says, Mom, holy fuck.
He
God,
goes,
holy fuck.
I told you... God, this is... I told you to shut the bitch up for me, not come in.
And there's a lady
Zoinks.
there. Zoink, Scoob. And there's a fucking lady there, man. but she's got
Not
this,
looking great.
she's got a creepy nightmare pieced together face, not looking super hot, not really how one child likes his women, as we know.
Yeah.
It's like somebody just kind of smashed up her face and then haphazardly sort of glued it back together again.
Yeah.
Cannibal Corpse hammer smash face.
Cannibal
Yeah.
Corpse hammer smash face.
But hey, her titties are still in place.
Titties are still in
Hey,
place.
you know, of course, it's just the face that got fucked up.
Yeah.
I wonder what that could mean.
Well, he's able to identify her by the titties.
He is able to identify her by the. Maybe she also has the mole. Somewhere
maybe,
on one of those pieces.
Well, she has the expiration date. That's how he knows.
Ah, there it is. The Wen brand. Ugh.
Zero difference between this and Lan Qichen identifying Niming Joy by his dick.
You right?
It's these.
These are the same.
Yeah.
You right? Hey.
It's like poetry, they rhyme.
God, that's beautiful. So he recognizes her as Wang Lingjiao, and she like staggers a few steps towards him, and she's like, "Help! Help! Help me!" And he like
Gets his cool ass sword out, starts like waving it in the air, slicing at her. Go away! Get lost!
and he's literally cutting at her. She's still alive, and she's like, "Ah! It hurts! Ah! It hurts! Ah!" And he like grabs the stool and like throws it at her.
Like a lion
Yeets it at her.
tamer. Yeah.
And it breaks when it hits her. Like, literally like a lion tamer, except there's nothing to tame here. And so it
And
hits
it's
her,
Wen Chao with the stool.
and Wang Lingjiao is down for the count. Yeah, she literally kneels and she collapses. She's like, I'm sorry. Let me go. And she's kneeling like she's like kowtowing to somebody. Very interesting. And so then blood starts dripping from her chichiao, which is the holes in the face.
Yeah, the holes.
The holes.
It's the face holes.
The face holes.
Yeah, and she's blocking the entrance so Wen Chao can't get out of here. And so he pops the window.
Pops the open the window.
Why do they call it window?
Why do they call it window if you win the open the dough?
Yeah.
Out dough, eat the win.
I'm always saying this, Roy.
Are we all saying it? Like that's what I've been saying. I know for a fact.
Yeah. And he yells out the window, Wen Liu!
And Wang Lingjiao is she's feeling fancy free about this stool suddenly. She's really feeling good about it.
A yummy
gets a little
treat.
hungry. She's like, ooh, fine. I'll eat it. And so she shoves a chair leg down her throat.
As you do.
Cool party trick.
So pretty cool. That's what happens when you graduate from the swords.
Yeah.
And Wen Chao's like, what the fuck? And so he's about to hop out of there, pop off, when he sees somebody in the courtyard.
It's probably fine.
It's probably fine. At the same time, and
Very-
that's what it says in the text. At the same time.
Yeah, I love that.
I can see it just like flashing across the screen with like the Law and Order ba-bum.
Bum, bum.
Yes.
Yeah, and it does like the Star Wars like star wipe.
Yes. So Zhang Chung is vibing in a forest.
He's vibing.
He's doing his thing, and he sees somebody come up to him. It's Lan Wangji.
It's Lan Wangji.
I guess they're meeting up for a little bit of a rendezvous.
They got business to attend to.
It's business time.
It's business time, and the business is killing some of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So they greet each other tersely, and then they stand in silence for a while, just kind of vibing on their swords.
Yeah, just guys
awkward.
being dudes.
True guys being dudes don't need to make conversation.
Yeah.
That's for pussies and wimps, clearly.
Really, it's gotta be hard to work with a guy who you were just saying, I wish you would let that fucking dude die about.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just-
pretty
Just thonking.
That's probably, maybe, okay, well, Lan Wangji we know is naturally quiet, but maybe Zhang Chung is just, like, too ashamed of being like, yeah, let this dude fucking die.
Yeah.
To, like, really be able to say anything to him. To, like, muster
He's all up in his
the-
head, yeah.
Yeah, he's talking
his
about
feelings.
it. He's, je regret. So, as it turns out, so they're on their swords. Yay! They have their swords back.
Yay!
It turns out a little bit ago they went back and stole their swords back from the ones, which good for them. So now they can actually fight. Wonderful.
We love it.
And Lan Wangji notices that Zhang Chung is wearing Suibian
2 of them.
around his waist. He has 2 of them. He has 2 of them, and he's like, oh wait, do you want to be Zhang Chung or Lan Wangji?
Were you asking Roy or were you asking me?
I was asking you.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay. I'll be Long Wangji. I very much liked your just completely deadpan Zhang Chung.
He's gonna be a little more lively in this chapter.
He's got some shit. He's very excited about some of the things that happen.
Oh boy, is
He loves
excited.
it.
He's horny for it today. But absolutely, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
So he's he looks at the sword and then he like looks away. And he asks the question that he's probably like been dying to ask for a while.
Has Wei Ying still not appeared yet?
And Zhang Chung looks at him and he's like, huh, oh wow, he asked about Wei Ying. He's like, no. And then he looks at Sui Bian and he's like, the people on my side still haven't gotten news of him yet. But when he returns, he'll find me for sure. After he appears, I'll give him his sword. He's still holding out hope, and I'm so glad about that.
It's good.
Good.
So, they've got some boys.
They've got some boys. I can be boys.
Got a couple of dudes.
They've gathered some of their shooters, and they come to the supervision office where Wen Chao was kind of holing up with Wang Lingjiao. And Lan Wangji's like, ooh, the vibes in here.
Straight up rancid.
Yeah, straight up
Stanky
rancid.
vibes.
His face kind of like, it says his face stiffened. The vibes in there horrible.
Snake face.
Resentful
Snake face.
energy is just, it's spewing out of there, man.
Disgusting.
But like, it's weird because like all of the talismans and shit are still intact. So it's not like they were taken down and ghosts had the opportunity to infiltrate through there.
Yeah, it starts to play the LA Noir mystery theme when you walk into a crime scene.
You start to get that like dark suspenseful music, you know?
Yeah.
Where you don't know, it's obvious that something has happened, not that something is currently happening. They're just going to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lan Wangji, it makes a note of Lan Wangji's eyes sweeping over the talismans before they go in. And the supervision office is literally like the aftermath of a horror movie. And they've all been killed in different ways.
Just some dead guys.
Every single one of them. Every single one of them. One of them is bleeding from the chichao. One of them isn't. One of them's been scared to death. Like, what a way to go, man. Holy shit. And there's so many characters. There are so many fucking corpses and stuff in this book that have been scared to death. And just hashtag talking about it, I feel like it would be a lot easier to be genuinely scared to death in an atmosphere and a society like this where there are literally just fucking zombies walking around that could kill you. Where you see people like committing horrific genocidal atrocities in the name of the gentry.
What a concept.
I'd be scared to death too, man.
It's
They do be living in a society, though.
It is.
Yeah.
It is easy to die of fright when you live in a society.
That's what Jonker was about.
Shit.
The lessons of Joker.
So there are corpses fucking everywhere, and
Zhang Cheng is not engaging in proper crime scene investigation techniques.
not at all. He
No.
kicks over one of the corpses. He sees the guy. He looks. There's lines of blood crisscrossing over the pale face, and he goes, "Bleeding from the chichao." And Lan Wangji rolls up.
Yeah, he's like, this one is not.
Zhang Sheng walks over to another one, and that's the one that had been scared to death. There's some cool, sexy yellow bile dripping out of his mouth. Very, very high budget special effects.
Steal his look.
Steal his look. Recreated on YouTube. And then one of the disciples comes up and he's like,
Sect leader, we finished inspecting. All of them are dead, and every corpse died in a different way.
strangled, burnt, drowned, poisoned, frozen, slit at the throat, pierced at the head. Just pierced at the head just once.
All of
Butt
these...
torn off.
Shitted to death.
Shitted to death.
Died of heartache. I don't know how that one happened.
I can't believe Shitted to Death is the next Cannibal Corpse album name.
Shitted to death. It's when you empty your bowels so hard and so quickly that they come out. Shitted to death. I'm sorry,
God.
that's horrible. I mean, there's a lot of
Unfortunately found. That one actually, I think, can happen.
Yeah. Take it up with George Fish Grinder Corpse Man.
Fish grinder?
The man with the neck.
The man with the neck. I am the man with the neck. I am no one. Oh, God. Now, you know who would be a man with a neck?
Oh, no.
When Julius.
Yeah. He's already got Nathan Explosion voice.
I almost knocked my fucking chicken tail over. Oh, God. Woo, woo, woo. All right.
Hootin' and
Fucking. Zhang Chung went, looks like something else has helped us finish tonight's task. Bum, bum. It says he said it in a chilling tone. I hope I did that okay. A big scary boy.
Big scary
Gave me
boy.
goose pimples.
He just he loves the drama. He's a Scorpio.
This is not nearly the most Scorpio thing he'll do in the next 3 paragraphs.
Oh, yeah.
Baby. Woo!
God.
So they go into one child's room because the doors are wide the fuck open. Mm-hmm. And there's a lady corpse in there. And there's a leg of a stool that's shoved down her throat. And they're like, oh shit, she went ahead and did that to herself. Zhang Chung once again desecrates the corpse.
He loves to do it.
He fucking loves to do it. Yeah. Absolutely.
He says, you want to choke on this Wenwood so bad.
Hey! Got him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey-o.
And so after he has apparently discerned the identity, he goes, like a cold laugh.
Like an
a
evil,
crazy boy.
Like a twisted laugh.
And so he takes the stool leg and he shoves it even deeper into her. Because
normal.
You know who this lady was.
He's feeling regular.
He stands up and he's about to say something, but then he sees Lan Wangji kind of like looking at the talisman that's on the door. And they take a closer little peek at it.
Little peeky peek.
And they're like, huh. It's fucked up.
Don't look quite right.
Yeah,
don't look quite right.
The Death Note music starts playing in the background.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Lan Wangji's looking at it, and he's discovering a few slight places that cause much discomfort. He says, too many.
As expected. Wow. And so, I mean, these talismans are basically baby shit, so they know how to draw it like the back of their hands. And so what had happened was somebody had drawn a couple extra brush strokes on the shit. And it says, now looking at it, the talisman stuck to the door seemed to be the face of a person smiling eerily.
Troll face again.
It is a troll face. I will say it's a troll face talisman.
It's just a bunch of troll face stickers.
Which seems to be highly
troll
effective.
face stickers.
Highly effective, apparently. And one Chao and one Julius aren't there.
Yep.
They're not there. They're not anywhere in the building.
They're not there in man form. They're not there in corpse form.
Exactly.
They pieced out entirely.
Yep.
They pieced out entirely.
They did the peace sign and disappeared.
And so Zhang Chung immediately gets the shooters together, and they bust out. They're trying to find where the hell they went. Lan Wangji goes to Gusu first.
Yeah.
So
Has
then,
an errand.
yes, exactly. He's gotta catch up with them boys. So they get back up with each other. Excuse me. Ginger ale, man. I shouldn't have cracked a ginger ale before I
Gives you
started
the
this recording.
fizzies.
Give me the fizzies. And I've already got a demon living inside of me, so it really does not help. My mom said that to me, dude. I belched in front of her when she was here, and she said, do you have a demon living inside of you or something? I was like, fuck yeah, I do. Explains a lot.
This is what Jujutsu Kaisen
Parents
is about.
know best, I guess.
Fuck yeah. But honestly, if I had a demon living inside of me, my mom would be one of those people that'd be like, awesome. Great.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Get your life.
I guess you got another mouth to feed in there now, but that's fine. It's metal as fuck.
God.
I'm very lucky to have a mom who is a metalhead.
Good old mom's
Sorry.
Metallica mobile.
Mom Talica.
Yeah, my mom ripped to my Ford Focus. It used to be my mom's car, and then she gave it to me. She used to have a license plate frame on it that she got custom made at a state fair that said Mom's Metallica Mobile.
Oh, I love that.
I was with her at the fair when she said, I'm thinking of getting a license plate frame custom made that says Mom's Metallica Mobile. What do you think? I said, Mom, please don't do that for the love of God. Do you know what she did?
That.
Moving on. So they get back up with each other. Lan Wangji takes out the talisman from last time.
Yeah. The talisman has been reversed.
And Jog Chug's like, reversed? What does reversed mean?
He says, what does reverse mean, Long Wang Chi?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you think it
normal
means?
talismans. Yeah. There's
He just looks
normal
at him.
talismans. Yeah. Just gives him to Jim off his face.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me, Jog Chug?
He goes, normal talismans repel evil. This one attracts them.
Talismans could attract evil? I haven't heard of anything like it. Which, that's funny. It's funny because like we as the audience have. And then they're just discovering it. You see, it's like so.
It's like dramatic irony.
It's like a dramatic.
Yeah.
It's so cool. We're discovering the origination of
Origination of tricks.
the
love
Joker's trick.
Yeah.
Joker's bag.
The root of all evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long Wangji replies, it is indeed unheard of, but according to the testing, it does prove to have the ability to attract evil.
John Chung takes the talisman and he's like looking at it. He's like, only a few brushstrokes were added and the entire function of the talisman was reversed. Was this a human deed?
Human?
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 A human?
A human?
A human?
And Long Wangji replies, 4 brushstrokes were added. It was drawn using human blood. All of the residential talismans in the supervision office have been altered. The strokes were those of the same person.
He has invented handwriting analysis.
Hey.
It's forensics to me.
It's
Yeah,
forensics.
there it is. Jung Chung's like, then who could this person possibly be? Amongst all of the renowned cultivators, I haven't heard of any who can do such a thing. But no matter who they are, it's fine as long as their objective is the same as ours. To kill all of the wind dogs.
Don't get him.
Woo, baby!
Get
He's
their
ready.
ass.
Get
Fucking
their ass.
get their ass.
Get their ass.
So, they head up north. They got info that the guys were heading north. They hear that weird corpses are showing up, and they're all Wensect corpses.
And you will know us by the Trail of Dead. Austin, Texas-based progressive rock band.
Very good. And they're all like, they're all big boys in the Wensect,
Yeah.
you know? Not physically,
Got a big ol'
but,
bounty.
like,
I'm sure there's a few of them that
authority-wise.
are physically big.
I'm sure. Oh yeah, absolutely. But they all died in different ways again.
Nasty.
And they had all been left in public where everybody could see, which I think is a very disrespectful thing in Chinese culture.
I think probably. I don't
you
know.
just
Probably.
leave them in the street.
He's disrespectful to dirt.
I think that's disrespectful in most cultures, to be fair.
Yeah.
You're right. In America, people probably don't really give much of a fuck.
Yeah, you know.
We don't give a fuck about anything here. Horrible. So Johnson's like, do you think that these people were killed by that person as well?
The dark energy is quite heavy. They should have been done by the same person.
Dark? In this world, could there be anything darker than the Wendogs?
This fucking man.
He's so dramatic in this episode.
It's Always Sunny title card, something darker than the Wendogs.
I'm like doing like a soap opera. Soap opera?
Soap
A soap
opera.
opera.
Soap opera.
Soap opera.
Soap
Soap
opera game
opera.
style.
That's it. A soap opera delivery of all of his lines because he's
Opa
the
Junction
the
style.
drama is really
God.
feeding me. Jesus Christ.
Just looked me straight in the eye and got mad about it.
I can't take this very much longer.
Listen. Divorce me about it.
Divorce.
I'm gonna
Divorce.
marry you just so I can divorce you for it.
I have done that so many times already.
An endless cycle.
The human condition.
The human
The marriage Ouroboros. The divorce Ouroboros, honestly.
Open divorce style.
Jesus. So, they finally see one Julius in a courier station of a remote mountainous city. I don't know what a courier station is.
It's like a post office. It's
Yeah,
yeah.
He goes to the nearest USPS.
Yeah.
He knows he'll find shelter there.
He has to wait in line though.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty big post office. There's a stable next to it. It's a post office / convenience store, probably, like a general store.
Yeah.
Like they had in the oldie times.
There's a Sevi Levy stuck to it.
I'm at the Sevi Levy, I'm at the USPS, I'm at the combination Sevi Levy USPS.
Yeah, when Julio is out there getting some buffalo chicken rollers to put on Wen Chao's hands.
Yeah.
Give him some fingies
To
again.
replace his fingers.
And some sour sketty just as a treat.
It's like
Yeah, that's just for him.
yeah, it's like what Amelie does with the raspberries. But it's just buffalo chicken rollers on top of the stumps.
Delectable.
He digs out a little hollow hole in the chicky fingies to really.
Chicky fingy.
They're just fucking cylinders of processed meat. They're horrible.
Yeah.
They're so good.
There's no shape to them.
Not at all. They're just fucking. But they're cylinders of processed meat that they've rolled in some kind of weird breadcrumb, pre-fried, frozen, thrown on a roller, and then you put them in your mouth after slathering them with nacho cheese, and then they regret it in 3 hours. But when you eat it, it's good.
And then you're
Can I say?
Yeah.
I don't know when this happened. It's probably almost a year ago at this point. But like 7-Eleven changed the nacho cheese that they use in all of their stores. It is so much worse now.
Oh God, it is. It's like watery. It makes me sad. They put vegetables in it.
It's like I'm fine having Peppies in my nacho cheese, but like whatever they use in 7-Eleven, it adds this like earthy flavor that is not good. Give me the plastic shit, please.
Come on, that was the best fucking part. They're trying to make it all artisanal now.
What?
Like,
It's a
I'll get
7-Eleven.
some Peppies in it, but it's semlem.
Semlem.
Come on.
It's Semlem.
It's semlem. Like, why are you trying to do all of this fancy shit with it? And it's not even fancy because it still
It's not
tastes like
even
processed ass
fancy.
plastic water cheese.
Ugh.
But now there's no
God.
redeeming qualities to it whatsoever. But I still slather all my shit in it because.
I have no
What other
choice.
choice? What other choice do I have? I am forced to slather my food in nacho cheese.
I'm not gonna eat a dry taquito. Absolutely not.
Communist China. I'm so sorry. We all know that was a joke, right?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, horrible.
Jesus Macreasus.
Creases. So they're rolling up to the courier station. And they're very afraid of Wen Juliao still.
Yeah, he's still the core melting hand. Despite the constant negative I'm not gonna do it.
Despite the constant negative core melting.
Yeah, he is still the core melting hand.
That's definitely despite and because of it.
Despite and because.
Mm-hmm. Got that stinky hand.
That stinky hand.
So, they sneak on to the roof. They flip onto the roof, actually, which I'm imagining as like an Untamed style, wires attached, like, what's 360 times 7? However many that flips is.
Yeah.
Many flips.
Many flips. It's Tony Hawk.
I don't know how the fuck they flip through the air upwards, but I support it.
It's
cool and I love
baby.
it.
Yeah.
It fucking whips to sea, is the thing. So they peek into this little slit between, I guess, the roof and the building. And there's a Wen Julio, who looks like he's been traveling. And then he's got like a little bundle in his arms.
It's the Eraserhead baby.
Which is the Eraserhead baby.
It's the Eraserhead baby.
And he looks like he's kind of like dragging the legs behind him. He's carrying this other figure. And so he lights up the lamp, and as it turns out, the person in there is definitely still alive. And they're
just in like mega blanky mode.
Yeah. And remember, Max, you gotta hit that head voice with this one.
Yeah, oh god.
Christ.
Alright.
Dude,
It's like
if you want me to do it, I can do it.
Well, you gotta do Nathan Explosion.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, I believe in you.
Yeah,
Max.
no, I got this. Leave this to me.
I have nothing but faith.
Yeah, and as though inside of a fragile cocoon.
Yeah.
He goes, don't light the lamp. What if he finds us? God, I don't know what just came out of my mouth. I'm sticking with it.
You gotta get like kind of in your head like this. You gotta feel it sort of above in your throat.
Christ.
Sorry, that was like the most unsettling voice I've ever done in my life. I did not mean to do that. I apologize. So, and Lan Wangji, like, looks up, and him and Zhang Chang share, like, a look, and they're a little bit puzzled. Because what the fuck does he mean by he? What is this he shit?
And also, why Wen Xiao sound like that?
And why
Wen Xiao sound like that?
And when Juliao's, like, looking through his sleeves, he's like, is it that if we don't light the lamp, you won't be able to find us?
Oh, God. Right, I'll take another run. And Chow's like, every time I try, something inside me holds me back.
No, that was so good. It was so good.
He goes, we've run so far for so long. He shouldn't be able to catch us, right? Jeez.
Absolutely.
Oh.
That's exactly it.
My body temperature just rose 10 degrees.
Undergoing metamorphosis.
I'm in the cocoon now.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, all right. And when Juliao goes, perhaps.
And fuming Wen Chao, what do you mean, perhaps? If we haven't outrun him, why did you stop? I'm in hell.
It's so perfect. If I had to do this voice for like 6 chapters.
Yeah. No, I can. My spiritual fortitude remains.
If anything, you are more of a man for doing that voice.
It's not about being a man. It's about the having another podcast to record after this and just completely frying my entire throat and lungs.
If it ends up straining you at all.
No, I'll be fine. I'll just like pour some honey down my throat between recordings.
The podcaster's burden.
God, the podcaster's plight.
The podcaster's panacea.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You need ointment, or else you'll be dead for certain.
Every fucking line in that voice.
So good.
So he takes off Wen Chao's cape, and Zhang Chung and Lan Wangji get a load of this dude.
He's no longer greasily handsome.
He is hard fucked up. Greasily, that was how he was described.
It's
like
so
the
good.
first time he showed up in the novel as greasily handsome.
Greasily
This
handsome.
man Wen Chao, he's not greasily anything now.
He's the Eraserhead baby now.
He's the Eraserhead baby now. So he peels off the bandages, and Wen Chao is burned to shit. He's gotten like the first couple layers of skin burned off at least.
Doesn't look great.
Not looking good. He's looked better.
Making him look as if he'd been cooked.
No.
Ugly, hideous. They couldn't see at all the shadow of whom he used to be. And when Juliao, he takes care of him, he starts like slathering some ointment and shit on him, and Wen Chao is like whimpering and he's about to cry, and when Juliao's like,
Don't cry, or else the tears would make the wounds fester and worsen the pain.
which like, he can't even like, initially when you first read Don't Cry, you're like, oh, he's gonna comfort him, and then he's like, no, he just wants to make sure he doesn't rot to death.
Yeah.
Wen Chao could only hold back his tears, unable to even cry.
I have no skin and I must cry.
So he's just like, he's just making weird little noises, and when Jolio keeps working at healing him, and then Wen Chao freaks out suddenly.
The flute! Is it the flute? I heard him play the flute again!
No, it was the wind.
I'm imagining him like trying to come up with a lie on the spot, like, no, it was the wind.
Oh yeah.
The house is just settling.
It was the wind.
But Wen Chao has already started freaking the fuck out. You can't pull him out of this now. He is spiraling, baby.
And something's up with his legs. They're a little bit fucky. He can't walk on his own.
He can't. And when Julio finishes applying the ointment, and he gives him a bun.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Eat. We'll continue after you finish.
Gotta eat.
Gotta eat.
It's just like when you get a tattoo.
a boy gotta eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little stick boy gotta eat. And so Wen Chao starts eating this bun, and he takes a bite, and Zhang Chung, it flashes to Zhang Chung briefly, and he's thinking about like how salty he is about basically when Wei Wuxian and Zhang Chung first escaped, and how they had no food. Such a situation was karma indeed.
He's smiling so hard about this.
Heart filled with joy, the corners of his lips lifted, and he broke into mad but soundless laughter.
He loves to see Wen Chao reaping what he has sown.
And I think this chapter is where I fully realized I kin Zhang Chung. Back when I first read it, I think that was what tipped it for me, because I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm feeling that, bro.
Zhang Chung is sitting there making the waves of just delight and this man's pain waft towards him, and he's going, let me take a sniff.
Yeah, it's like
He's got real stink lines.
Oh yeah. It's like in anime when somebody's having a really beautiful time and there's like that hazy little pink thing around them. They're just like radiating joy. I like to imagine it's this horrifying scene on the inside, and then Zhang Chung is in the corner like pure vibing. Pure vibing. Sorry, that was
Bro, I am just sitting here.
literally sitting, having the time of his life watching this unfold.
Enjoying.
And
He threw bun away.
he throw bun away.
Don't like the bun.
He reacts very badly suddenly.
I'm not eating meat. I'm not eating meat.
I'm not owned.
And when Julia, he passes him another one, and he goes,
This one isn't meat.
I'm not eating it. Take
and
it
Wen
away.
Chao
Get
is
it
still
lost.
not having it.
No, yeah.
I'm not eating it. Take it away. Get lost. I want to find my dad. When can we get back to my dad?
Oh God, I'm sorry, Max. You totally like cut out in that first part, and I thought that you hadn't started talking yet.
Oh no, that's good. That's good. I think the connection is just a little icky right now.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Just a touch.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's not.
But
It's
hey-
not fucking too much up.
Hey, the pair of Lils, because remember when Zhangcheng was asking for his parents, and now Wenxiao says, "I want my dad."
Aha.
It's like symmetry. It rhymes.
It's
wants his
like
daddy.
poetry. It rhymes.
And when Julius is like,
At this speed, 2 more days.
He doesn't like to hear this though.
No.
yeah, I mean, when Julius typically tells it how it is, and Wenxiao is not having this.
Now's not the time for the truth.
Yeah.
Give me the
2
fake news.
days? 2 days? Do you see how I am right now? If I wait for 2 more days, how would I be then, you useless thing?
Oh my God, Max, killing it.
Max get Oscar.
Max get Oscar. Max get
Daytime Emmy.
some cough syrup.
The first person to win an EGOT from a podcast episode.
Yeah.
God.
So when Julius, he stands up, and Wenxiao thinks that he's just gonna peace out. And he's scared as fuck because Wen Julius is basically the last person he has, because all of the other guards obviously are deed. So he tries to switch it up a little bit, get Wen Julius back on his side.
Yeah.
No, Wen Julius, brother Wen! Don't go! Don't leave me behind! If you can take me back to my dad, I'll let you promote him to the highest level guest cultivator! No, you saved me, so you're my brother! I'll let him recognize you into the main clan! From now on, you'll be my elder brother!
And when Julius, he looks towards the stairs and he's like,
There's no need.
because
Aw.
there's somebody coming up the stairs.
Very faintly, from down the hallway with the staircase, you hear.
And they're walking with purpose up them damn stairs. Wenxiao is. I think he knows what's coming, baby. He knows what's coming. And he lifts his hands up to cover his face. And that's when we see, no fingies.
He ain't got no figgy.
Corone done
Ain't
got
got
to him.
no fingums.
Corone got to him.
got to.
There's no Ubies left.
No Ubies.
No
Ubies.
No Ubies.
She done it. She munched off all of them, man.
Like a banui chewing a carrot.
That's it.
Yeah.
I am dog. Okay.
And there's here he comes. Here he is.
There he is, a slender physique, a flute at his waist,
That twink-like
hands behind
figure.
his back. That sparkling, slender, twinkish figure. You know who it is.
You know who the fuck it is.
who it
And
do
Lan
be.
Wangji. Lan Wangji logs on.
He has logged into his little account.
The Wei Wuxian recognizer is logged on.
When Chow Nub Hands I sleep, Wei Wuxian walks in real shit.
Nub hands. Good lord.
Absolutely.
And now the solo kicks in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here comes the guitar. Here comes the flute.
It
Junk's like,
sounds like my
"Oh, God."
computer's screaming in agony as I download this.
But here's the thing. Obviously, this dude, it's Wei Wuxian,
It's Wei Wuxian.
but it's a shell. It's a shell of Wei Wuxian. This is a completely different Wei Wuxian. He
Foreverly Jokertized.
That is not my boy.
He's been thoroughly Jokertized. He has become Gigi Allen.
He has become Gigi Allen.
I am become Gigi Allen.
Becoming Gigi Allen in my mind.
Yep. And he's just he shows up, and they get a little bit closer to the slit that they'd been spying through, And Wei Wuxian turns around,
Looking goth.
ostensibly towards Wen Chao. And Wen Chao, like, gently calls for him.
He goes so raspy. When Julia!
I can be Wei Wuxian.
Oh, absolutely.
Fuck yeah. So he's here. He's fucking. He's playing with his flute. He's got it.
He's hanging.
Chilling.
He's vibing.
Yup.
Even now, you still think that calling him would be of any use?
He walks up, and he bumps into a little
Little
white
meat bun.
thing, meat bun.
Yep.
And Wei Wuxian looks at it. He's like,
What? You're a picky eater?
and Wen Chao like falls over.
I'm not eating it!
He's not eating it.
He's not
He's
eating.
not eating it.
And
Yeah,
now-
I think we need to subtitle that one.
Yeah. He is not eating it. And now we
crawls
find out.
around.
Yeah, here's where we find out like the extent to which he's been fucked up.
Yeah, he's been deeply fucked up. So his legs have basically,
It's basically bones with shoes on them.
yeah,
Yeah,
all of
his legs are not.
Yeah.
They are not.
They are not.
Absolutely, they're anti-legs.
No.
So it looks like basically all of his flesh has been kind of cut off piece by piece.
And he did a little bit of fun, sexy auto cannibalism.
He did a little bit of auto cannibalism.
You know.
Yeah.
He looked at his legs and said, "Huge treat."
Woo! Is it ever? And Wen Chao, he's screaming, and Wei Wuxian. Y'all hear some?
Y'all hear some?
Y'all hear some?
I sleep. And
And he lifts up the hem of his robe and daintily sits down at a table.
and his minion comes up.
There it is.
Little minion!
There's his little minion. And it's Wei Wuxian throws something down to it. And it's eating it, and it's a Yubi.
It's Yubi.
It's Yubi.
It's Fingy.
You be fingy.
You know whose Yubis those are?
It's what shows Yubi's.
It's Wen Chao's
Which
Yubis.
has Yubies.
Got a little Yubi snack.
Yubi snack.
Is this Jujutsu Kaisen, y'all?
It's Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
And
He's
so-
feeding him the special grade snacks.
He's getting
Exactly.
special grade snacks. And Lan Wangji's like staring hard at this creepy little thing, and he's getting about ready to attack. Wen Juliao is still guarding Wen Chao though.
And Wei Wuxian is making Joker face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wen Jiulu, do you really think that you can protect his dog life from my hands?
Better die trying.
Better kill me in one shot.
Yeah, make
better
it
him
hurt.
out.
What a loyal Wen dog.
I can't fail to repay the debt I owe their generosity.
Wei Wuxian does not like this.
Oh yeah.
He's mad now. What a joke. Why is it that the debt you owe has to be repaid at the expense of others?
But Wen Chao, he's still screaming.
He
He's
screams.
still screaming. He crawls into a corner and he's like trying to make himself as small as possible. But here comes another
Sexy zombie lady.
sexy zombie.
Damn,
lady.
Shawty, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, this zombie caked up.
Oh, she is double cheeked up on this fine Wednesday night. She's not here to play. She
Corpse
descends
got
upon
yeeks.
him.
She's blue, dabba dee dabba die.
Woo! Jake English approved.
God.
Oh.
Sorry about it.
Ugh.
That's all I can think of when I see a blue lady. My brain is forever poisoned.
Jesus Christ.
Poisoned.
Poisoned.
Poisoned. I'm having
Poisoned.
trouble with words.
It's
today,
forever pussoned.
Forever
y'all.
poisoned.
My brain.
It's the
you
Pusson's
know,
arc.
It's got a space in its heart for pussoning.
It's worms.
It's worms to me.
It's worms.
worms.
And so the ghost lady, goes ahead and rips all of Wen Chao's head bandages off.
Which are like scabbed to what remains of his skin, which is bad.
Yeah, he's very
Not
moist.
great.
He's very moist under there, so it takes his skin off. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Probably should have warned for some body horror at the beginning of this chapter. but
I'll
we'll
record
put it
a word,
in there.
yeah.
So Wen Chao immediately passes out. When Julio turns around to help him, and Lan Wangji,
And
Lan
Zhang-
Wangji
yeah.
and Zhang Chang are getting ready to
They're like,
bust
okay.
the fuck in there. They're like, okay, we've about seen enough.
Yeah.
But then they see the little minion again.
Yeah.
And the minion,
Wei Wuxian has the minion go bite Wen Zhulun's right hand.
yep, it has 2 rows of sharp teeth, like a little shark. So the little ghoul child takes a fat little chunk out of Wen Juliao's hand, but Wen Juliao is trying to focus on Wen Chao, and he like grabs the little minion's head, and he's like trying to get rid of it, and then
He's trying to pop that head like a melon.
exactly.
And he does. Doesn't
does.
He does do that. He does succeed. Rest in peace, minion baby.
Wait. No, he doesn't.
No, it's worded really. I thought he did too,
Yeah.
but he said he grabbed it as if to
Oh,
put
okay,
so
I
much
got you,
force on the
yeah.
small cold.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like scrambling around Wei Wuxian's feet for like
Oh,
the
yeah.
rest of the chapter.
Okay, yeah, you're
so
right.
that minion does survive, unfortunately. So the ghost lady,
Unfortunately.
yeah.
Unfortunately,
The ghost
unfortunately for
lady-
me alone.
So Ghost Lady goes animal style down on all fours and attacks him at the same time
On the other side.
on the other side.
So he's just got both his arms out, and there's a baby on one
He's
and
just-
a lady on the other.
He's working on every fucking axle, or axis. There we go.
Baby to the left of me, lady to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with me.
Yeah.
And so he's having some trouble keeping up with this shit.
Yeah. And this is where Lan Wangji and Zhang Sheng are like, all right, now it's time.
All
Let's
right,
go.
we've seen
Here's
enough.
the thing. I think the thing that spurs it is Lan Wangji seeing Wen Julio about to go for Wei Wuxian. Because Wen Julio's attention turns to Wei Wuxian, and that's
Good
when Lan
point.
Wangji's like, nope.
Nope. Yep.
Lan Wangji goes in first.
Yep.
He busts through the roof.
Busting through.
Busting through. And then there's some purple light coming in, and we know what the fuck that is.
You know what it is.
Wen Zhulun's large, heavy body had been lifted up by the surging whip and was now
Large, heavy
dangling in
body.
there.
So he's getting a bit of whip shibari.
Yeah. As it happens sometimes.
It does happen occasionally. And it's around his throat, actually. So he's not going to be having a good time in a little bit. And his neck bones are breaking.
Yep. Which is tough to do
Cool.
because, as we've established, big neck.
Big neck.
Big neck.
Big, wide, meaty neck.
He's quite thicksome.
Yeah, he's
Thicksome.
thicksome. And Wei Wuxian, it's flute time.
It's flute time. He spin, he flute, he do some flute tricks.
Because, he sees the boys. And he
Yeah.
recognizes the boys. And when Juliao somehow still alive, he is
He's
really
putting up a fight.
He's struggling.
Yeah.
He is struggling a lot, and the little minion is about to go after Lan Wangji and Zhang Cheng, but Wei Wuxian calls it off. He's like, hey, time to stop being a wild little one.
Hang on.
These are pals.
Yeah.
They're not snacks.
Time
They're
out.
pals.
Take a tea.
He's my Pokemon.
They're my Pokemon.
He,
Yep.
he brings him back into its Pokeball.
Absolutely. So this is all happening. Wen Juliao is struggling in the background. Wen Chao is passed out. And Wei Wuxian, Zhang Cheng, and Lan Wangji just look at each other.
Boys'
for
night.
Boys' night.
for a couple solid moments. And then Zhang Cheng eventually tosses Suibian over. And he's like, your sword.
And Wei Wuxian, catches it, I guess.
He catches it without a second thought. And
Okay.
then, he thinks about it. And that's
Yeah.
when he's like, oh.
Yeah, he looks at it and he's like,
No.
thank you.
And then a few more of 30 more seconds or whatever pass, and then Zhang Cheng walks over to him and smacks him. He's like, you brat, where have you run off to in these 3 months? And he sounds like he's chastising him, but he's very happy.
He's happy.
He's
It's
so
good.
happy to see him.
It's so rare to see anything Zhang Cheng does described with the word joy.
I know. The only other time we've seen it described with joy in the past was
Him looking at Wen Chao suffering.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like Han Solo and Lando Calrissian meeting up in Empire.
Yeah.
It's like they think they're gonna kill each other. It's like, oh, they're just buddies.
They're just buddies.
They're just buds.
It's just bros.
And Lan Wangji hasn't moved, but he just staring at Wei Wuxian.
He is merely watching.
And Wei Wuxian, it takes him off guard for a little bit.
Yeah. And then he realizes, it's a long story,
Haha, what a story.
Oh, what a story. So Zhang Cheng, he's so happy to see him, but he's also pretty mad at him. He hugs him really tight. It seems like they're a little bit settled down now. There was a little bit of tension before, but he hugs him and then he shoves him.
You know.
And he's like, didn't we agree to meet at the lousy town down the mountain? I waited for almost 6 days, and I didn't even see a shadow of you. If you had died, it wouldn't have even, oh God. If you had died, it wouldn't even have been in front of my eyes. For the last 3 months, I've been so busy that my head's even gotten bigger. Wow.
Damn, Zhang, where do you work out?
Shit, bro.
The library.
Okay, big head. The library!
Okay, fathead, can you teleport?
And then Wei Wuxian does his dainty little gather my robe and sit down.
I
again.
love it. Wei Wuxian.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
He's so good. I've already said that it's a long story. Back then, a bunch of wind dogs were searching everywhere for me as well. They were waiting for me, caught me right there, and threw me to some hell of a place to suffer.
I love calling it a hell of something.
Some hell of a place.
Some hell of a place. You've never heard of it.
Blueface Lady is still hitting it,
She's hitting the whip.
still hitting it natural style.
She's nay-naying in the corner at PogChao.
I'm terribly sorry, Sec Leader Wen, but your child's bodyguard was nay-nayed to death.
Oh, God! Terminal Nene. Lethal Nene.
He had the whoa hit on him one time too many.
One too many.
Remember when Rohan hit the whoa?
Yeah. What on the whoa?
Call him Wen Wohan.
Whoa! Absolutely.
Fuck yes! Wei Wuxian gets his sexy zombie lady. He has her sit by him and he's petting her, and Lan Wangji is normal about it. He makes a very regular expression. Watching this, his face grew even colder.
Icy boy. Zhang Cheng is like uncomfortable.
Yeah,
He's like, what hell of a place. I carefully asked the people in town. I love it.
what hell of a place? What
I
hell?
carefully asked the people in the town, so how was it that everyone said they hadn't seen you?
You asked the people in town? They're all a bunch of naive farmers scared of bringing themselves trouble, so who dare to tell you the truth? And the wind dogs have definitely done something to shut their mouths. Of course all of them said they hadn't seen me.
Those old idiots. What hell of a place. Chishan, the nightless city. Then how did you get out? And you've become like this. What are those 2 things of yours? They actually listen to your command.
Please don't talk about DePiglio that way.
Should I run about this?
Yeah, man, what did you do to him?
He's super
Should I
chill usually.
run about this? Oh, God. They actually listen to your command. A while ago, second young Master Lan and I took the task of assassinating Wen Chao and Wen Chuliao at night, but somebody had gone before us. I can't believe that it was you. You were the one who changed those talismans as well?
And Wei Wuxian, notices that Lan Wangji's been here the whole time, finally.
He's looking respectfully.
He's looking respectfully. And then he does a funny Joker smirk. Pretty much. If I say that I had found a mysterious cave somewhere and there was a mysterious book that a mysterious expert had left, and then when I came out I was this powerful, would you believe me?
Wake up. You've read too many legends in those picture books, haven't you? How could there be so many experts in the world with secret caves and books everywhere?
He has a point.
If there's a secret cave, there will be a secret book with a secret master inside of it.
He said, I felt for this once.
We've all played The Legend of Zelda before.
Troll me once. Shame on you.
God.
Troll me twice.
And so Wei Wuxian uses that as confirmation bias.
Yeah. He holds his hands up and does the magician thing of I didn't do a trick. You see? You don't believe me even if I say it? I'll tell you about it if I ever get the chance to.
And Zhang Cheng, looks at Lan Wangji, and,
It says he wiped the joy from his face, so I'm imagining him doing the thing where he wipes his hand over his face and does the changes his expression.
Changes. Yeah.
Absolutely. He's like, all right then. You can tell me about it later. It's all good as long as you're back.
It's all good. Yep, as long as I'm back.
As long as you're back.
Fucking idiot.
God. Stupid man.
Stupid little man.
And and Chong Chung murmurs, he goes, as long as you're back. As long as you're back.
Yeah.
As long as you're back. And then, as long as you're back. And then he hits him again. He's like, you really are. You live on even after being captured by Wen dogs.
Of course, who am I?
How bad me be?
How bad me be?
And it says Chong Chung couldn't help but scold him. I love that. He's like, what are you proud of? You're alive and you didn't come back sooner.
I just got out, hey! I just got out,
hey?
I heard that both I heard that both Shijie and you were fine, and you were rebuilding the Yunmeng sect and forming an alliance, so I went to kill a few wind dogs first to lighten up your burden. Do some contributions. In these 3 months, you've been working hard.
And
I'm doing you a favor.
Aw.
I'm helping you.
And Chong Chung remembers, he acknowledges that he's right, and he's like, he felt touched. He felt somewhat moved, but quickly put on a harsh face. Put away your shabby sword. I've been waiting for you to take it away. I don't want to be carrying 2 swords all the time and get asked that many questions any longer.
And then Wongi speak.
Finally, Wongi speak.
Yeah.
Wongi speak. Let Wongi speak.
Let him speak. Wei Ying.
Han Guangjun.
Were you the one who has been killing the Wen sect's disciples?
Of course.
I knew it was you. Why did you kill them one at a time? It'd be so much of a hassle.
Oh,
I'm the Joker, baby.
I'm the Joker, baby. I was just gonna say, this is where he does epic Joker speech. To play around. Play with them until they die. Straight up killing all of them at once would be too easy on them. Much better killing them in front of one another, one by one slice after another. Of course, with Wen Chao, I hadn't tortured him enough yet. Wen Jilu, however, he'd received the guidance of Wen Rohan and joined the Wen sect with his surname changed, protecting Wen Rohan's precious son under his orders. If he wanted to protect him, but I wanted to make him see how in his hands Wen Chao I would become more and more distorted, unlike a man, but also unlike a monster.
Wow. And he's truly the Joker. He's fucked up, bro.
He is truly sick and twisted.
And Lan Wangji's just watching it all.
You don't like it. Mm-mm.
He walks forward and he says, "What means do you use to control such dark creatures?"
And Zhang Cheng is like, you're talking about my boy here.
Second young Master Lan, what do you mean by this?
And he goes, yep. He is, answer me.
He's just staring at Wei Wuxian. He doesn't care about Zhang Cheng.
I'm looking disrespectfully.
Yes. And Wei Wuxian's minions start to rise a little bit. Wei Wuxian looks at him. He gives them the look.
Yeah.
And they back up.
He's just, hey.
little spray bottle.
Yeah. And he looks at Lan Wangji and says, if you will, what would happen if I don't answer?
And then Lan Wangji suddenly attacks him.
Yeah, but he ducks. He just swerves out of the way. Lan Zhan, we've just met each other again after so long, and you're already trying to catch me. That's not nice, is it?
He's trying to get his ass.
He's trying to get his ass. Lan Wangji keeps going at him. And Wei Wuxian is just on the defensive.
Yeah. He does like a cool little hand block. I thought that we could be considered familiar with each other. You're starting a fight with me without it saying anything? Does sound a bit heartless, doesn't it?
Answer me.
And Zhang Cheng physically puts himself between them and he's like, second young Master Lan.
Second young Master Lan, what you're asking about really can't be explained in a short amount of time. And it's kind of strange. If I were to ask you about the Gusu Lan sect's secret techniques, would you answer me?
And Lan Wangji goes straight past Zhang Cheng and tries to get to Wei Wuxian again.
And Wei Wuxian have flute. That's too much, isn't it? Why so unfriendly? Why so unfriendly? Lan Zhan, just what in the world do you want to do? Max, you get the fucking line.
You get the line.
Yes. Let me, Go back to Gusu with me.
There he is!
Wow. The enunciation, the clarity, the vision. And Wei Wuxian and Zhang Cheng are like, huh?
They do
Uh-oh,
Drew
sisters.
Scanlon blinking gif.
Uh-oh, sisters.
Uh-oh, sisters. And Wei Wuxian is like, go back to Gusu with you? To the cloud recesses? Why go there? Oh, I forgot. Your Uncle Lan Shiren hates crooked people like me. You're his proudest disciple, so of course you're the same as him. I refuse.
He says, I refuse.
I refuse. Kishibe Rohan voice.
Exactly.
And Zhang Cheng tries to be diplomatic sect leader boy. And he looks at Lan Wangji, he's like, Second Young Master Lan, all of us understand the Lan sect's ways. However, Wei Wuxian saved you in the cave of the Xuanwu in Dust Creek Mountain, much less your friendship of having fought together. Now, to mercilessly denounce him straight away would be too unreasonable, wouldn't it?
Look at you, what a sect leader.
I know, that's literally what he does.
Yeah, look at you.
Look at you, big boy.
And Zhang Cheng's like, you can shut up.
And Lan Wangji says, it is not that I want to denounce him.
He doesn't. I'm not going to put him under arrest.
I'm not going to put him in gay baby jail.
I'll put him in gay something.
I'm putting him in gay jail, not gay baby jail.
And Zhang Cheng's like, then why do you want him to go back to Gusu with you? Second, Young Master Lan, at such a point in time, the Gusu Lan sect doesn't work with the others to kill the Wind Dogs, and is instead still hanging on to its inflexible ways.
Damn, they do be getting his ass.
Yeah, it's Wei Wuxian and Zhang Cheng against Lan Wangji, and Wei Wuxian and Zhang Cheng, as we have seen before, are a hell of a duo.
Some hell of a
Almost
duo.
unstoppable.
And still looking disrespectfully, he says, Wei Ying, for cultivating an evil path you would eventually have to pay. Throughout time, there has not been a single exception.
I can pay. I can do it. I'm a big kid.
I'm a big kid.
Yeah.
I have an allowance.
I have an allowance.
I have $10.
I have $10.
That's right.
I have Minion.
I saved up.
He saved up. Got a little piggy bank.
Yeah.
And Wang Ji lowers his voice. The path would not only damage your body, but your heart as well.
Damage or not, how much damage? I know it the most. As for my heart, it's my heart after all. I know what I'm doing.
Some things you cannot be able to control at all.
And you mad.
He doesn't like this.
No.
He doesn't like that
it.
at all.
No, he gets the anime ching where it
Shing!
yeah.
Yeah,
it
like the
goes dark,
glare.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course I can control it. And then Wani tried to get closer, but Wei Wuxian is very mad now. After all, on the topic of how my heart is, what could other people know about it? Why should other people care about it?
He had suddenly been angered, it says of Lan Wangji.
He had suddenly experienced a botheration.
Yeah. Suddenly, Wei Wuxian.
Lan Wangji. Do you really have to make this difficult at such a point in time? You want me to go to the cloud recesses for the Gusulan sect's confinement punishment? Who do you think you are? What do you think the Gusulan sect is? You really think that I won't resist?
And Lan Wangji is kind of clutching Bichen, and Zhang Cheng's like, Second Young Master Lan, right now, the chaos with the One Sect hasn't been stopped yet. This is the time where we desperately need forces. People don't even have the time to care for themselves. Why would the Gusulan sect be concerned about something so far away from it? Wei Wuxian is on our side. Do you want to punish our own people?
Oh, if only they knew.
If only they knew.
If only they knew.
God, it's just so funny reading this. And
Funny as in...
I'm like, wow, they really think this, man. They really think
fucking
that's
think
what Lan Wangji wants to do, huh?
They be
Through
thinking.
gritted teeth, it's funny.
He
It's very
literally just
funny.
wanted to take him back to Gusu and go on frozen yogurt dates with him.
I'm not putting you in gay baby jail. I'm putting you in gay.
Yeah, that's what I was fucking saying, man.
I diagnose
exactly
you.
And Wei Wuxian, brushes his hair down and he puts himself back together. That's right. It's all good as long as the Wind Dogs are the ones killed. Why care about how I killed him?
Sorry.
It's alright.
And I love this little part. The two knew how to continue each other's words ever since they were young. Now, one sentence after another, the argument flowed seamlessly. These two are unstoppable.
They finish each other's sandwiches.
They do! And Zhang Cheng's like, apologies for saying something so blunt, but even if we get to the bottom of this, Wei Wuxian isn't from your sect either. It's not in the Gusulan sect's place to punish him. No matter whom he goes back with, it wouldn't be you.
Ouch.
Yeah, Lan Wangji,
Yeah, oof.
he does not like to hear that.
Look, Lisa, you can pinpoint the moment where his heart breaks in half.
Yeah.
God. An audible snap. He just
Yeah.
looks up. Wei Wuxian.
Ugh. And then they remember that there's guys dying.
Yeah, when Chao wakes up, he's screaming. Wei Wuxian and Zhongcheng turn around and
Wenjilu's still hanging from
he's
Zijian.
still there. He's still struggling. Wen Chao he's on his way out.
Yeah.
But then Wen Chao sees Zhongcheng and Wei Wuxian. Mm-hmm. And he basically gives up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He stops screaming. He just raises up his hands and he starts to drool. Wei Wuxian
Normal.
goes ahead.
Regular.
Yeah, very sexy. Wei Wuxian goes ahead and kicks him into kneeling in the direction of Yunmeng. On them legs?
On them legs?
sticks?
On them bones.
On them bones, baby.
Bones.
And when Chao goes, ah! He does not like it. And Zhongcheng's like, why is his voice so sharp?
Of course it'd be with a certain thing going.
You're the one who did it?
It's nasty if you think about it that way. Of course I wasn't the one who cut it off. It was bitten off when his woman went mad.
Damn shorty. Okay.
Yes! Damn, Shorty. Oh, so we're a freak like that.
Oh, that's what that mouth do.
God! Jesus, them choppers.
Yeah, what that mouth do? Separate.
God. Should we touch at all on the theory that a lot of people have about why he does this in particular?
Absolutely.
So many people are saying that Wei Wuxian goes and does a good amount of sexual torture to these two because there's it's implicit that Zhongcheng was raped when he got captured.
Really?
That's what they believe. I don't know.
Wow. I mean, that could make sense. I mean, it's also pretty clear from Wen Chao's character that he prioritizes that part of himself over maybe
He'd be fucking.
Yeah.
his brain or anything else. So Wei Wuxian might have been doing it to do a commentary
what
on
I
that
think.
because he knows that's
what I
the
think.
most important thing.
Yeah.
That was my read of it.
Yeah, that's always been my read of it.
Yeah.
Many people are saying this.
I don't feel like it's a reach to say something like
Right.
that. I feel like people who enjoy Zhongcheng Wump probably came up with that, and
It's always the people who really like Zhongcheng Wump who say this.
it's valid for them.
It's valid for you. I'm gonna be over here, though.
I don't like Zhongcheng Wump. I think he got enough Wump in the novel itself.
This novel is already Zhongcheng Wump. We don't
The
need
whole
more.
thing. The whole damn thing.
We don't need more.
So we're good.
I'm Gucci.
We're
I am
good.
Gucci.
So,
Anyway, Wongi is in the corner watching them, and Wei Wuxian remembers that he's there again, because his memory is 4 seconds long.
yes.
Yeah.
And he looks at him and he smiles. Second young Master Lon, the following scene might not be suitable for your eyes. Perhaps it'd do you best to avoid it. Trigger warning.
Yeah. And it says
The following preview is not rated for all audiences.
oh,
This is
you're just a
content
little,
warning.
you're a little baby, and it's not like you were sent here on the task of assassinating someone. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you better not watch.
Yeah.
And Zhongcheng goes, "That's right. Second young Master Lon, Wen Chao and Wen Juliu are already in our hands. The task has been completed, and it's time for us to part. What goes after this would be a personal matter of our sect. It's best if you return first."
And then I want to read this paragraph because it's very oof.
Yeah,
Like,
Lon
because-
wants
Quite a
still-
bit.
Yeah,
read
this Wen Chao and Wen Jiulu die, but this is how we get it. Lan Wangji's gaze was still locked on Wei Wuxian, while Wei Wuxian's attention had already been taken away by his dying enemy. The eyes he looked at Wen Chao and Wen Jiulu with glistened, and his grin was both excited and cruel. Zhongcheng had on him the same expression. Both of them had been buried with the overwhelming pleasure of revenge. Neither had the concern to deal with an outsider. A few moments later, Lan Wangji turned around and walked down the stairs. And he leaves. He hears sounds of dying and torture for the entire rest of the night, and he is simply dissociating.
I'm making taxidermied fox face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's making taxidermied fox face.
Absolutely.
And the sun on the ground was falling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that line.
It's very good. It's very powerful. We really like to hear it. And that's the end of...
whips ass.
Yee! That's the end of the chapters.
Yeah, that's the entire evil arc.
That's the whole
Now,
evil arc.
The arc may be called evil, and I made this joke to Roy in DMs a while ago, but you could also call it the despicable arc.
The despicable arc.
Oh, no! Absolutely.
God.
Yep. That's fucking it.
Next time, we will be reading chapters 63 and 64, which are parts 1 and 2 of the Tenderness arc.
Tenderness! Let's go from evil. Let's go from evil to use the word tenderness.
My tendy.
My tendies.
Tendiness.
Tendy.
Me tendies.
Me tendies.
Tendy?
Me tendies. And we may or may not need 2 weeks before this episode comes out because Ray is going to be experiencing some things this coming weekend and may not be able to record unless I don't know, we'll figure it out. But
I don't know, Sunday maybe.
Sunday
we'll
maybe,
see.
Monday maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah. But let's go into the Google Translate Essence collection.
Absolutely.
So this week I have so sometimes what I like to do is go to the Chinese Wikipedia of Baidu.
Mm-hmm.
And today I thought, why don't we look at Mr. Yiling Patriarch himself? He is back in Pog form. And by Pog form, I mean I'm pogging when he comes back.
Yeah.
Why don't we look at some of his evil weapons? Why don't we look at some of his things? And I wanted to do that. And I just kind of found some excerpts that I thought were extremely good. So I'm going to send this into the Discord chat. We don't have to read all of this, but we can read some of it. It's very funny to me. And y'all can read, one of y'all, I guess, I don't know, maybe you can take turns reading that while I edit a different one because I forgot to do this beforehand.
Sure.
And I'm going to edit out some spoilers. But yeah, so these are all excerpts from Baidu.
Chinese name, Wei Ying. The word Wushan. Day, October 31st.
Alias, Yiling Laosu, Supreme Evil Zun, Demon Master. Age, 15, first appearance. 22, body. 35, rebirth. Woo, 35, that's a hell of
Those measurements, though.
Yeah, damn.
Measurements!
You want to talk about
Acting.
pear-shaped.
Yeah. He leaves the room, and 5 minutes later, his ass leaves the room.
Basically!
Yeah, canon.
All right. Yeah. Acting, TV series, Zhao Zhan's.
It's his.
It is.
It's his. He decided he gets to keep it. Height, 186 centimeters before rebirth, down to 180 centimeters after rebirth. Very sad, short king.
He shrunk with age, like, as we all do.
Rip to those 6 centimeters.
Oh, God. Voice, Shang Xie, animated version. Lu Shixing, radio drama version / TV series version. Suzuki Dayang, Japanese version. Magic weapon, Yinhu charm, Zhao Yin flag, wind and evil.
Now,
Wait,
a weapon.
shit. Oh, there's a lot of them. Main magic, Chunqing flute, casual sword. It's just casual.
casual.
Pan family / F something. Can't read the rest of that.
F.
Yunming Zhang clan, former. Gusulan clan, now. Taoist couple. Lan forgets the opportunity.
Holy shit!
You hate when that happens, folks.
Oh my god. Sex other, male. Debut work, Magic Master, and its derivatives, Pinchung.
Pinchong.
I love the Taoist couple, Lan forgets the opportunity. That's very sweet.
Lan forgets the opportunity.
And they're specifically a Taoist couple, thank you.
Yeah.
Introduction to weapons. Known as the Ghost Flute, it can control 10,000 corpses and a song that can make bones... whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
I read a little too fast. I got caught. It can control 10,000 corpses, and a song can make white bones produce flowers. Wei Wuxian wears it closely. However, the cultivation of ghosts and paths does not cultivate immortals. It is appointed as thousands of troops and horses, 10 villains, Kyushu, Kisha, and the Flower of Kowlin. However, everything turned into a Loess. All of them were taken under the flag and used by Yiling ancestors for their driving.
Sure.
In the Battle of Shooting the Sun, Wei Wuxian manipulated 10,000 corpses with Chen Xing and destroyed the Wen family at one stroke.
Ooh, just one stroke, baby. That's not too... Is he a Minuteman?
Oh, God.
Finally, and this last line reads like a disclaimer, obviously.
Yeah.
Use is exclusive and does not have the ability to command corpses in the hands of others. Do not try this at home.
And then
No refunds or exchanges.
Yeah.
Roll ability. Saber, whatever. The Orthodox fairy sword. This sword has spirit. We got spirit.
We got spirit. Yes, we do.
We got spirit. How about y'all? Accompanied the young Wei Wuxian for decades. Recognizes the Lord, and the Trinity, and uses it with exclusiveness. After Wei Wuxian was eaten by all ghosts,
Just like Pac-Man.
he automatically sealed his sword. In quotation, any started with the name of Wei Wuxian because Zhang Fengmian asked Wei Wuxian's sword name. Wei Wuxian, who was young and unruly, answered anytime. And the swordsman really inlaid the word any on the sword.
What a snafu.
The joke of Wei Wuxian young and unruly.
I'm not going to tell you my name, but you can call me anytime, baby.
God.
Hey.
Got him. So now...
It's questions.
It's questions.
Questions to me.
It's questions to me.
If you have questions, you can send them to Cloud Recess Pod on Twitter or cloudrecessespod.tumblr.com. I'm going on Twitter first. If this fucking thing will ever load.
Twitter.
Here we go. Twinter? No, I don't want to go to Max's Twitter right now.
Becoming evil in our minds.
Becoming Joker. All right, first question comes from friend of the us, Colin at Pagetish, who asks, Dear Max, please assign Taylor Swift songs to Modao Zushi characters. Thank you very much.
My brand is eternal.
Yes.
Powerful branding.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've been racking my brain about this one for quite a while. I could be here all day. I'll only take the main three boys.
Yeah, let's do. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Here, let me hit y'all with this. I don't know how familiar you are with Miss Swift's discography.
I'm not, but
okay.
It's okay.
I'm even less.
Yeah. I you know, hopefully my vibes will reach through the microphone. You'll understand.
Oh yeah.
Wei Wuxian is, he's mischievous, likes to get in trouble. He may or may not develop quite a mean streak later on. I don't know whatever happens to him, but who could possibly say?
Dirty boy.
There is a Taylor Swift song called Better Than Revenge.
Hey!
Which I feel like is very apt for this one specifically.
Let me peep the lyrics on that real quick.
The lyrics aren't quite there. It's more the spirit of the song, because the lyrics are about, like, Taylor Swift gets revenge on a girl who, I guess, like, fucks her current boyfriend.
Oh, great.
But it's more like the line, there's not, he should keep in mind there's nothing I do better than revenge. Which, yeah.
Now go stand in the corner and think about what you did. Time for a little revenge. Wow, I love that.
It's his choice.
It's his choice.
Looking at my boy Lan Wangji over here.
I'm always looking at Lan Wangji.
Oh, I'm always looking respectfully. Very, very serious. Very, uptight, but also some would say he cares deeply for Wei Wuxian.
Some would say this.
Arguably.
Arguably, yeah. You could possibly say that.
Yeah.
Some people really do be arguing that, Max. I have seen it, and I really...
Off the album Fearless, a song featuring the one and only Colby Calais, known as Breathe. I think I believe it captures Lan Wangji's relationship to Wei Wuxian, really. The line, I can't breathe without you, but I have to.
Oh.
Oh.
The
It kind of
sentiment,
hits.
the sentiment and use of Taylor Swift.
The sentiment and use of Breathe, Taylor Swift song featuring Colby Calais.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, these lyrics. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
And
Tasting.
yeah, and going over to Zhang Chong.
Yeah,
Again,
our boy.
You know, like he a little bit of a darker streak on Zhang Chong sometimes. Like, you know, kind of rude sometimes, kind of twisted.
Kind
but
of a
again,
headstrong
I feel like it's, you know,
vibe.
he do be caring, and I feel like a lot of him is like, you know, despite the negative press, he do be caring and he do be nice.
Yeah.
And again, off the album Fearless, I think the song Tell Me Why hits, which actually comes right after Breathe on the album.
Hey.
Let's see, what's the line that comes to mind? You know, I know that you see what you're doing to me. Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Explain to me this.
Explain to me the reason.
Absolutely. Sorry,
Would that I had a hyperbolic time chamber to just sort of reflect on all of this and meditate.
In a perfect world.
In a perfect world.
We love it.
You know,
We
I'm
love
gonna
it, but
I'm gonna say something as typically a non-Taylor Swift fan, but as someone who thinks that the song "Willow Whips" that's a good Wang Shan song. Thinking about it,
Fucking.
especially like this kind of era Wang Shan, where he's like just come back, Sunshot era. You know, it's good.
yeah,
shit.
yeah. You can certainly assign different songs like based on the time period.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
People change.
I will say I have an entire Wang Shan playlist, and it's separated into 3 distinct parts. It was,
Hey.
you know, the salad days, school days,
The baby
and then
boomers.
him being Laozu / him being dead, and then him coming back. They're very different vibes.
It's true.
Many different songs for many different vibes.
It's simply true.
It's good. Next question.
Next question.
That we're doing. It's from friend of the show, Sarah McCostumes. They ask, if you got the chance to do some fun, lighthearted torture to your worst enemy, what kind of funny torture would you do, and who would you be funny torturing? The entire U.S. government.
Keep in mind, this is all in Minecraft.
and,
This
and
is all
things
parody.
I will not say on record.
Yeah.
This is in Minecraft.
Yeah.
All of this
In Minecraft.
is
Yeah.
reenacted in Minecraft.
Yeah, doing all of this in Minecraft.
For me, I would say the entire U.S. government
Absolutely.
and that motherfucker that's the reason why I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
Going into torture methods.
I mean, what kind of torture can you enact in Minecraft? Is the real question. Because as we were saying, this is Minecraft parody.
In Minecraft.
Bury them in sand.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Minecraft, funny dicky gone. Funny Minecraft dick cut off.
Funny Minecraft dick cut off.
You could for for the Minecraft US GOP politicians and anyone who does not support a genuinely progressive agenda. Not that I'm promoting this kind of action, even in Minecraft.
Not even in Minecraft.
Could just choke them, shove like cash down their throats.
Can't
Because
you-
funny symbolism.
Funny symbolism.
It's karma.
It's karma.
Yeah.
Can't you like smelt things
Yes.
in Minecraft?
Oh, give
Oh,
it a little-
I get where you're getting at.
Yeah.
Good, the little game of throwing its treatment.
Can you like what if you turned like your enemy into like a resource that you can use?
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that kind of rules.
I am driving my car made out of bitch McTurtle.
Exactly. I mean, look, they got straight up TNT blocks in Minecraft.
I'm just
that was just a separate thought that really popped into my head about Minecraft.
Ooh,
Separate thought about Minecraft, which is directly related to this because we're only doing any of these things. Not even in Minecraft. We're not even doing
Not
them.
even in Minecraft. We're just not doing it.
Who would suggest these? Next question.
oh, you know who else would be on my list in Minecraft?
In Minecraft.
Elon Musk.
In Minecraft. Oh yeah. Let's get Mr. Amazon up there too in Minecraft.
Mr. Amazon.
Oh, Mr. Bezos. All
Oh,
the
Mr.
things
Bezos.
that I would do to Mr. Bezos in Minecraft. As a reenactment. And not a
Mr.
real
As a
life.
Bezos.
reenactment, as a parody and a joke and a goof.
As
Yeah.
a parody of what I wouldn't do in real life.
Minecraft emulator.
Yes. Next question is from @PR the Disaster,
Friend of the show.
friend of the show. They ask, the wiki summarizes chapter 61 as Rise of the Evil and Charming Wickification. And that's a powerful word. What would you or other characters be like after being charmingly wickified?
Oh my God.
Related. Where in Wei Wuxian's arc would a number of defying gravity fit?
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Now,
I think this is the defying gravity part of the book, honestly. I mean, because he climbed up out of that cave somehow. Not cave. He climbed up out of that, like, gigantic valley of death somehow. He defied some gravity there.
Yeah, in the song, that's when Elphaba becomes the Joker.
Yeah, and also in the Dawnklaw, he's like, he does a lot of, like, resting on tree branches and floating and shit, so he do be defying gravity.
he loves to do it.
He loves to defy some gravity.
Charmingly wickified. I mean, every time I log into my account and make a post, that's me being charmingly wickified.
It just... Yeah, like that phrasing just makes me think of like us as like Little Witch Academia characters or something.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, casting our little spells, doing our little
John
tricks.
Wick go to witch school.
Wow, John Wick become cute little anime girl.
John Wick
Little
Academia.
Wick Academia.
Yeah.
Little Wick Academia.
Fall 2021.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to be a Little Witch Academia character now.
Yeah.
We like it.
We like it.
Is that good answer to that question?
I think so.
Let's do that.
It'll have to be.
Yeah.
I like it. Next question is Frederic Jove at Ask Jovery. They ask, if the MDZS characters were in the DC universe, who do you think they'd be? Who truly would become the Joker?
That's the question.
Obviously, Jiggy would become the Joker. Jiggy is the Joker.
Jiggy
I think
is
that's
the
my
Joker.
opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. He truly becomes the Joker.
He's the Joker. He has undergone so many deep Jokerifications.
Yes. Yes.
He's too many levels deep. He can't get back out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Zhang Chung would be Batman. Absurdly rich and incredibly mad.
No, yeah, that absolutely tracks.
Batman.
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 You know what? I feel Long One G strikes me as a bit of an Aquaman type.
I like it. Someone, a friend to animals, but not afraid to kick some ass.
Still very refined.
Yeah. A king, a true king.
A king.
Yes. Honky, yes.
Honky.
God, I don't know that much about DC comic
10
boys.
cent parentheses company is Oswald Cobblepot Penguin.
Yeah. The penguin.
Yep.
The penguin.
Yep.
Oh, no, I got one, though.
Hit me.
Yeah.
Wei Wuxian Beast Boy.
Oh my god.
Wow, I love that.
He's a funny little guy who has fun.
Would he be more of a raven, though? Like, thinking about it?
He's Beast Boy. Wei Wuxian parentheses 1 is Beast Boy. Wei Wuxian parentheses 2 is Raven.
Hey! I like that. I like that.
He forgot how to aminal when he got sent to Corpse Mountain. And he came back. He came back with glowy powers.
Glowy powers.
Wen Qing would be... Oh god, who's the sexiest and meanest one? Poison Ivy.
Ooh, I was gonna say Hawk Girl, but Poison Ivy good too.
Hot girl?
Hawk Girl, like the verb.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like some hot girl shit, like Megan Thee Stallion. I was like, all right,
My favorite DC superhero, Hot Girl.
Hot Girl Summer.
That's the next DC villain. It's just Megan Thee Stallion, Hot Girl Summer.
Please.
Yeah.
She controls heat wave or whatever.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah, you got it.
Margma.
Morgma.
Morgma and larva.
Oh.
All right.
Jesus. 2028 Pokemon 3rd generation remake.
Margma.
Me logging in and fighting Team Margma.
Pokemon Team Margma. Thank you. Good night. All right.
On Tumblr.
All right. On to Tumblr. Friend of the show, the trashiest of cans, ask a question. They say, what flavors of Monster Energy do the characters enjoy? Who has tried them all? And who insists energy drinks are evil? Who definitely does not need to be drinking energy drinks, but does anyway? Thank you for your time.
Wei Wuxian has mixed all of the flavors together.
Yes.
Yes.
In one gigantic, like, huge jug and then chugged it and then been non-functional for 48 hours.
That's how he got out of the corpse mountain.
He literally just blasted himself out of there off of pure energy.
Look at Long Wang Ji and tell me he's not the girl, the lady in that video who says bottoms up and the devil laughs.
Yes. Because that's what Lan Qiren taught them.
Monster energy is forbidden in the cloud recesses.
Monster energy absolutely forbidden in the cloud recesses.
The Gusulan collect is energy drink straight edge.
God. Meanwhile, Zhangcheng drinks the ones that are extra bad for you, like the triple energy because he needs it. Because Zhangcheng probably has like fucking insomnia or something.
Oh yeah,
he drinks 5-hour energy out of a tall boy can.
He does what I used to do. Oh my God, can you imagine? He does what I used to do when I worked when I first started working really early hours and I wasn't used to it. I would get a NOS. I would drink a little bit out of the NOS, and then I would dump a 5-hour energy into the NOS and swirl it around and chug it.
That's what Goku did. To become Super Saiyan.
I feel cheated because I never became Super Saiyan. I just shit a lot.
This is the Goku of answers.
Who definitely does not need to be drinking energy drinks, but does anyway. We all know the answer together. We can say it together. Lan Jingyi.
Yeah.
It's Lan Jingyi.
Lan Jingyi. He's the Monster Energy Zero Ultra boy. It's at least Lan colors.
God, yes. Okay.
Yeah, he has him in the rainbow.
He has him in the rainbow.
Who likes your Papillon?
Oh, my sweet little butterfly one.
Yeah.
It's like a little nectarine flavor. It's lovely.
Ooh, fancy.
That's Huacheng. We're moving into other properties.
Oh yeah, Huacheng likes. Huacheng. Well,
it's butterflies.
Yeah, it
Papillon.
is butterflies. It's that boy. It's that boy Huacheng.
Papillon.
God, that fucking Donghua was so good. It was so fucking good. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still horny about it like 3 days later. So good. Oh my God.
On the internet for it.
Max, if you can somehow find it, we'll give you our Funimation password. Watch Heaven Official's Blessing. That shit's so good. Oh my God. Too good.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed. Okay, so that's that question.
Final question.
Love that niche. Final question is from Anonymous. Anonymous asks, some talk has gone around about Lan Wangji barding and kicking ass, but what are the D&D classes of the other characters in Modal? Bonus points for their good, evil, lawful, chaotic alignments.
Ooh. I feel like we've talked of this a bit before, but we can...
I think we have.
Now, the big question to me is Wei Wuxian a necromancy wizard, or is he a warlock?
I'm feeling warlock.
I like warlock. Who would he have a pact to?
That's the thing.
The dead.
The dead.
That's it.
It's
The fancy book he may or may not have found in a fancy cave that he may or may not have entered.
It's the evil spirits that tentacled him when he was down in the burial mounds, yeah.
Yeah, his patron is his blood pool.
His blood pool, yeah.
I love that.
His blood pool. Yeah.
He's
chaotic.
Chaotic good. Yeah, he's definitely chaotic.
I think he's in chaotic neutral right now.
As
his
of
heart
now,
is in a good place.
Yeah,
he becomes,
absolutely.
Epically.
Zhangcheng would be...
I think he could be a fighter.
Yeah.
He's Whip Boy.
I know it's boring, but, like, he could be a fighter.
Yeah.
He could also, I mean, he could also functionally, like, be a monk. Maybe. Could be interesting.
I'm still permanently always logged in about purple lightning tiefling Zhangcheng.
Oh.
So.
Pretty good.
Absolutely.
Pretty fucking good. He's lawful mean.
I really want the Lawns to be like Air Genocide.
Oh, I love that.
I think it'd be fun. Cloudy Boys.
They're either that or
flavor.
they're either that or they might be like Winter Eladrin.
Oh. Yeah,
the
we
highest
like it.
of elf.
The absolute highest of elf.
They got them 3-foot ears.
Them 3-foot ears. They got them Roy Fuck Warlock art ears.
And Von Shichen is the absolute highest of all of the elves.
Nice.
On every,
nice.
It got funny, like a funny weed.
Nice. Like a funny weed. Fucking noise.
Wenching would be a cleric.
Yep.
Yeah.
Clerk.
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 But not like a religious clerk. She'd be like...
Just the I
don't know what she would worship.
She's a healer. She's just a healer.
She's just a healer.
Yeah.
A little clerk.
NMJ is a barbarian.
Yeah.
We know this.
Okay.
It is known.
Yeah. Nye Huaisong.
Huaisong isn't doing adventuring. Huaisong is an NPC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huaisong is the one who gets the adventurers to go do all of the things for her.
Yeah, the quest giver.
Yeah, Huaisong is the quest giver.
Yeah.
I think that's most of them, right?
It's good.
It's good.
It's
Sorry,
good.
I was yawning a little bit.
You're good. Jiggy is also a warlock.
Ooh, yeah. Or a sorcerer, maybe.
Ooh.
We like that.
Ooh.
I'm kind of a fan of that
They
one.
both have charisma as their spellcasting stat, so
I think it might be pretty sexy and good.
just saying.
I'm just a saying.
Just saying.
But yeah, that was is that all of our questions?
That's all of our questions.
All right.
And now we can clean up house, and then we can get Max back on the road to other podcasts. Sorry this is
Absolutely.
going so long.
Busy
Big-
schedule
I got a
today.
robot to hop into.
Yeah. All right, folks. We have a Patreon. Patreon.com/cloud recesses. No, patreon.com/pod recesses. That's what it is.
Pod recesses, baby.
For $1 a month, you get the special Disciple role in our Discord, and you can get access to all of our bonus content, including She's a Good iPad, which we should be recording this week.
Yep.
As well as hashtag bless up about Heaven Official's Blessing, the Donghua, which we put up our first episode this past weekend.
It's guest starring friend and fam of the show, Colin at
Colin, Chief
Paginish.
Cultivator.
Because I was not able to make it because I was working.
It's like that. You can also, when we record them, get our Untamed commentary tracks. It's gonna be fun.
Absolutely. We're gonna at time of recording, I think we're gonna record our first one tomorrow. So
Hell yes.
should be good.
It'll be good. And for $5 a month, you get the Sec Leader role in our Discord, plus bonus content access, plus thank you shout out on the episodes, plus a Comrade NMJ mini print. Gonna be sending those out to be printed pretty soon. Last but not least, for $10 a month, you can become a Chief Cultivator of the show, and that's your Discord role, and you get all of the stuff we just talked about, and full-size Pod Recesses Wall of 3,000 Takes poster.
There's not going to be 3,000 entire takes on it, but...
That would be a lot to fit on one 11 by 17 piece of paper, but,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, you small font.
Yeah. So with that, thank you to our $5 Sec Leaders, Lenny W., Carrie, Lena, Rachel W., Audrey F., LVA, name redacted, and 420 Sec Leader Sarah.
And thank you to $10 Chief Cultivators of the show, Scout, Colin, Stefaniku, Air to Athens, Caroline, J, and Jenna!
Yay! And remember, if we get to $125 a month in donations, we will make some sick as fuck little correct takes fan enamel pins, and everyone will get one.
For you to put on all your shit.
$19 a month more, and we will be there.
Tell your friends!
Tell your friends, tell your everybody. Thank you to Noisepace.xyz for being our podcast network. Check out some podcasts. Max, you have a couple.
I have a couple. Many are saying this.
Many are saying this.
I got Pod Agreed. You were on that one most recently, Roy.
I was.
It's about Yu-Gi-Oh! We're doing GX now. Many are saying it might be better than Duel Monsters, but don't let them know that I said that.
That's a secret.
We got Slappers Only, which is what I do with our friend Jordan. It's about video game music.
Fuck yes.
I think the next one we're gonna do is talking about Monster Hunter World, one of my favorite games ever.
Love that.
And my other podcast that I'm going to be recording shortly is called Wow Cool Robot. It's about Gundam. We're doing Double Zeta right now.
Hell
It's
yes.
about teens in space doing direct action towards fascists. We love it.
If you are a fan of teens doing direct action against fascism like you are in this franchise,
Gundam is for you, I guess. Holy hell.
It's parallels.
Thematically
It's
the
like
same.
symmetry.
It
it's
rules.
like symmetry of rhyme.
We love themes.
Once again, I am Roy. I am on Twitter at _Benui_ and also at Yeeling Hypebeast, which is my Mode Outside blog. And you can check out my other podcast, Nana Roy's Nightmare and Era, where every other weekend a guest and I read some creepypasta. Just yesterday, me and friend of the show, Eddie, read Ben Drowned. And
gosh.
We had a fucking time. Bend around.
Bend round?
Bend round.
Bend
Yeah.
around. I do live streams of it on off weekends, and I have a tiny little website set up if you want to check out my art and commissions and projects and things at royhub.card.co.
Very nice. And I'm Fallon. You can find me on Twitter at America's Burden. I don't have a whole hell of a lot going on other than that. If you want me to guest on your podcast, hit me up.
Fuck yeah! Get as much Fallon out there as possible. Max, where can we find you?
Hey, you're already hearing my podcast. If you want to find me specifically, you can go to Twitter at MaxyBajillion.
Hell yes.
And I'm there.
He's there.
100%.
He is simply there.
100%.
Another one. You can find Pod Recesses, the us, at cloudrecessespod.tumblr.com and on twitter.com/cloudrecess, just the one pod. We're on all your podcast apps. We're on the websites. Like, rate, comment, subscribe. Leave a review. It's good and fun. And if you're 18 and up, you can join our Discord. Link, as always, is in the description. And you know what we say at the end of every episode?
Let me hit y'all with it in the words of the late great Wen Chao.
Sapper Bunny.
You are all my nephews now.
Devil has been solved.